Good morning, afternoon, evening, or otherwise, everybody. Welcome to my second stream campaign, The Golden K, featuring the Hijack crew this time, my good pals and friends since forever. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
So,
Is it not picking up my... There, okay, sorry. I thought I wasn't picking up my audio.
Yeah.
It's a stream delay.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
So, though I saw a couple of questions in the chat already. No, you do not have to have watched Necrohunt to be caught up with what's going on this. It's entirely independent. It's going to be an entirely independent campaign. This is going to be a much shorter one. It will not be as long as Necrohunt, 3 to 4 sessions at max. So, but, you know, a nice little palate cleanser, a bite-sized adventure. With a
little lunchable of a campaign.
A lunchable of a campaign. And I'm very excited to run this. But without further ado, we can begin. Players, I would ask you to close and or minimize the chat so that you can give your complete undivided attention to the game.
Fox!
We're ready. Let's go.
Okay. Welcome, one and all, to the lustrous expanse where magic and monsters, taverns and tarasques, and yes, Dungeons and Dragons are reality. Today, I bring you a simple tale of such wonders, where a small group of outstanding individuals use their might, their swiftness, their wits, and perhaps even their cunning to achieve amazing feats. Welcome to the Golden K. It is the year 208, and on the western coast of the Kingdom of Belcanus lies a port town, Pathstow, where most of the kingdom's aquatic trade is made. Here, diverse walks of life go in and out of, into and out of, for equally diverse reasons. Whatever those may be, it's plainly obvious to tell that this is a place of business and profit. There's much coin to be made in one of the continent's greatest places of trade. And as such, it tends to draw those who wish to be blessed by fortune's bounty, and those proficient at obtaining it. Not the least of which would be a dragonborn captain, Tarin Rackmorn, and I'm gonna show his portrait now. Right here.
What's the goods? Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo.
All right.
Hello, Captain.
What a man. I love him.
Who has hired a crew to accompany and assist him in finding the fabled legendary island, the Golden K, at the commission of a very rich royal family visiting from the kingdom of Elinthi. The K is rumored to be a place of great riches where heroes and lords and other high figures of status go to hide away their most treasured possessions, though few can say for certain if such an island truly exists. Among his crew, we see various people, starting off with a Yuan Ti in the middle of the docks. First to arrive among the crew members, I'm going to show them off. Boop!
Yes!
And Heather, why don't you introduce yourself? Actually, before we do, this wonderful art was made by... Hold on, they have an Instagram name. Oh gosh, where are they in my texts? I'm a professional.
It's all right.
They are on Instagram. They are called Haunted Elevator, all one word. HAUNTED-ELEVATOR. Haunted Elevator on Instagram. They're a wonderful artist. Thank you, Ian, for referring me.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes. And so, yeah, Heather, go ahead and introduce yourself if you have anything to plug and who you will be playing.
I don't really do social media, so no plugs. Hello, I'm Heather. I have a 1T named Latilla. She has some sad pasts that she's attempting to not think about, and she's here to recoup money after getting a very large back tattoo.
Oh. Yeah, blowing all your money on tattoos. I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Understandable.
And so, yeah, you see Rackmorn seems to be going over logistics on a clipboard and speaks to a few crew members loading the ship. And he takes notice of you. And he kind of happily walks up and greets you. Ah, good to see a fresh face. You must be Miss, he looks over his clipboard, Lortilla, if I'm right.
Correct.
I hope the hustle and bustle ain't causing you no trouble getting your sea legs in order. Or he gestures down to your snake lower half. A tail in this case.
Oh, trust me, my tail is very good for the sea.
Very good. If you'd be a helpful lass, I could use a hand or two loading the cannons if you're up to the task at present. Though, no, it's no trouble. Being new blood, I wouldn't want to burden you with too much labor this early on. I much prefer to give chores once we're out to sea and they got nowhere to run. Ha 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 ha.
Quite frankly, she looks relieved and says, I would be glad to help.
Aye, they'll be right over there where the orc and dwarven feller are helping around. And he points over, right over here.
Thank you, Captain. And she will.
So you see the dwarf and orc are having trouble, despite being very burly folk, and see you slithering along. Would you like to assist?
I would.
Give me an athletics check, the first roll of the game.
Yeah, show off those snuzzles.
Please work.
Snuzzles.
Snuzzles.
8 plus 7.
Get
Nice,
it.
a 15. Okay, you manage to wrap your tail kind of around the kind of cylindrical body of the cannon and start to roll it along with the assistance of the dwarf and the orc, just as you hear the low rumble of it going over the dock's wooden panels onto the ship. Rackmorn gives a hearty nod, and as he looks back over his clipboard, a second figure walks up, and we're going to go a little bit out of order for a good reason, I promise. And arriving soon after, we see a fire genasi walking towards this new ship and a new expedition. Eric, go ahead and introduce yourself if you have anything to plug and who you play.
I would like to first take a shout out to the hijack crew. Hell yeah, love those guys. Plugging those guys. Oh hey, oh what's up? But yeah, no, I mean, nothing really to plug. But yeah, this is my character, Tibeth, Ocean Song. She's a fire genasi, and she's had some trouble. She's been on the Seven Seas, but not in savory company. But she's trying to recoup all of her losses. As well, and that's why she's here.
Crap. Remind me to add pronouns to both players and the characters after this stream. But yes, you walk on over, and Rackmorn notices you as well. Ahoy, Miss Ocean Song, over here! He waves you over.
Well, hello there. I see you're the masterful Tark, as it were.
Oh, he puts up one hand on his chest. A bit too informal there. Although I wouldn't mind getting informal with you. He extends his hand.
Is she like,
What a Chad.
like side eyes, like grabs his wrist and shakes it. It's like, hopefully we can keep this strictly professional.
He holds his hand back.
Apologies.
Oh, I apologize myself. I misread. Never mind. he takes his hat off and kind of puts it on his chest and does a little bow. My apologies. A bit over-friendly with the crew can give me bad manners as a habit. He puts it back on. Well, first Miss Lortilla here, and now you. It's always nice to have a few fresh crew who's already got some experience. By the way, Miss Lortilla, he shouts back over to the ship.
Yes.
This here is Miss Ocean Song, the other of our new crew member, Miss Ocean Song, Miss Lortilla.
Hi, hello.
Good afternoon.
He looks back over to Beth. So, what say you, Miss Ocean Song? Our ship is of approval for you, I hope. A fire genasi so fond of the sea, I can only assume you're a thrill seeker.
That I am, Captain. It appears shipshape. I've been on worse and I've been on better. but this will definitely suit us for our venture.
Ah, I do hope to not disappoint. The next crew member to come along is a large, muscly, gray man, of whom I will show now. And Ian, go ahead and introduce yourself, if you have anything to plug, and who you play.
Oh, yes, this is Ian. Hi, everyone. I have nothing to plug as well. I don't do the social medias very much, but as far as who I am playing, Phazos Zeraim, at your service. It is a Goliath, and he is actually doing pretty well for himself right now, but he is coming on this ship. He wants to make a little bit more than he's making now, so he's ready for some map making as a cartographer, and it's gonna be good times.
All right, sweet. So, you are on your way towards the docks. Where's your token? There it is. Boop. You're on your way over to the docks and would be greeted by the captain if it weren't for the fact that you accidentally bump into another person, of whom you nearly topple over. And as you look at them, a tinge of dread falls over you. Oh no, it's her, the tiefling. And our last player, Kate, go ahead and introduce yourself, if you have anything to plug, and who you play.
Hi, I'm Kate. I draw stuff. You can find me on Twitter at Tactician Kate. And I'm playing Honeymoon Langley. Big sexy, big sparkly. She also got a history of cartography, but methods differ from our other resident cartographer, and she's got some personal stakes in finding the Golden K. So let's see how that shakes out.
Hold on, for some reason your name is not showing up. There we go. That should fix it.
No, I'm Latilla.
No, for everybody else, basically.
Okay.
You're Latilla. You shouldn't be
Yeah,
Latilla.
that's what I said.
Sorry, technical difficulties. Technical difficulties.
There's two of them.
Oh my god.
Spider-Man meme.
This is getting out of hand.
Now there are two of them. There we go.
So you say we ran into each other?
Yes,
physically.
you bumped into each other like a bad anime trope.
And I do want to say, Honeymoon is pretty tall. She always wears heels. So with the 4-inch heels, she's 6'7". So she's not
Exactly 1 foot shorter than Phazos.
great. So yeah, I imagine Honeymoon was just walking with a gentle sachet, and nearly tottered over, but she's used to the heels, and so I imagine when they bump into each other, she stumbles a bit, catches herself, and she says, "Oh, please excuse me, sees you, and just kind of raises her eyebrows and just has a very blank face.
You see, Phazos looks down at you. You see he slowly face palms. Langley.
Mr. Zeraim.
I take it you're not here for, other reasons other than the large boat.
Well, I'd be lying if I said I was. And I can only imagine you're here for the same.
Wonderful. I get to spend
Itchy.
so much time with you.
Oh, don't be so dour, Mr. Zeraim. She links her arm with yours and starts walking.
He very startlingly looks at this and then kind of stiff arms to try to stop, but then, kind of sighs a resignation, walks a little bit before pulling very swiftly to get out of it.
Yeah, she just throws a look over her shoulder like a little pout. And she says, "Oh, you're no fun." And she walks ahead.
Oh my god.
As you guys
I'm
do
here.
head closer to the docks and the ship, Rackmorn is going over his clipboard, looking around, and he notices the both of you. And he has kind of the face of joy and relief. And he walks up. Ah! Mr. Duray, Mr. Langley. Good to have you both aboard. I'm happy to see you two are already familiar with each other's company.
You could say that.
Unfortunately, yes.
He hears that comment and he's like, oh, I see. Well, we can get plenty friendly once we set sail.
It is likewise a pleasure to meet you, Captain Rackmorn. She extends her hand.
He takes it and he has a very firm, nice handshake.
Honeymoon has a very delicate, dainty way of shaking hands.
And he shouts out to the boat, Oi, Miss Oceansong, Miss Lortilla, here is the last of the new blood. Perhaps you could get well acquainted with each other.
Hi, hello there.
Honeymoon waves her manicured clawed nails at you guys.
You get a wave back.
You see
It is
Phazos, slowly kind of walks forward and then does a nice bow to everyone. Phazos Joraim, at your service.
You weren't so nearly polite when we first met. He walks up.
I am, sorry, pardon. I'm hearing some kind of crackling from someone's mic.
Yeah, I'm hearing the crackling
Yeah,
also.
I don't...
It's probably
keep...
me, but I don't know what it is.
I'm not sure.
All right, well, maybe we'll have to figure out some other time how to
Listen
fix
if
that.
it's this.
Yes, it is that.
Yes, that was a...
Oh, that's me turning my mic on and off so I don't accidentally interrupt people.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
making... Might as well just leave it on because that is a very
Yeah.
loud noise.
Sorry about that.
All good.
All
You're
good.
good.
We appreciate
You
the
can
thought.
set a hotkey for
Discord,
muting
yeah.
Discord,
Ooh.
like on your keyboard.
Okay.
That's what I do.
I will look into that.
But yeah, don't worry. We're not picking up any white noise if you're worrying about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal.
So yeah, Honeymoon will sashay up the gangplank, and to Tibbeth first, and she'll kind of do a very dainty curtsy, and hold out her hand and say, "Honeymoon Langley, it's a pleasure to meet you."
Tibbeth Oceansong, pleasure to meet you as well. And she gives you a firmer handshake than you were probably expecting.
Yeah, Honeymoon takes it in stride and says, "Oh, I think we're going to get along fabulously." She'll walk around this cannon, very daintily tottering past, and up to
high heels.
yeah, and up to Latilla. She'll do the same, give a curtsy, and say, "Honeymoon Langley, it's a pleasure to meet you."
Latilla. Likewise.
Yeah, Honeymoon gives you an appraising look at the snuzzles. It's an approving look.
The snuzzles.
Phazos
You
is
see her
going...
flex.
Honeymoon makes like a little O shape with her mouth and like lifts her hands like, "Oh my."
Phazos?
Yes, Phazos is going to turn to Rackmore just for a moment. Master Captain Rackmore.
Why? What will it be, Mr. Zoraim?
I was just making sure that you are in need of the services of 2 cartographers on this trip.
Son of a bitch.
Rackmorn kind of looks back at Honeymoon. It seems a bit redundant, but just like how there's 2 sides to every story, there are 2 sides to every map.
Very well, I respect your decision there.
More eyes, the more accuracy, eh? Could always cross-reference.
Yes, I suppose that is true. Very well, I'll go make nice with the rest of the crew.
Agreed. And as Rackmorn is looking over his clipboard, kind of looking over the last few things, it seems as though everything's in order. He turns to the boat and just takes in a deep breath. All right, you greedy treasure hunters! We've got a long sea ahead of us, so we've got to be sure all is in order. I want you to quadruple check every port and cannon, every inch of rope, every stitch in the sails. I want to see your hands calloused enough to scratch a hydra. And you see a few of the crew members just like shout out in jubilance, hey! So this is going to be your first skill challenge. It is very low stakes. The only risk is the disapproval of your new captain.
Hell yeah.
So here is your chance to show off your skills and abilities on a ship. So We are going to go ahead and just roll initiative so that we have a turn order. And you guys know how skill challenges work, yeah?
Oh, yes.
So there are various different cannons and kind of crates and just cargo that needs to be checked and like rolled and make sure they're all in working order and stuff like that.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey.
Remember to select your tokens as well.
Shit,
Yeah.
Dadgummit.
Is there a way to make
Every
the D&D Beyond thing not roll a die and just do it?
Yes.
Yes.
If you go down to the D&D Beyond or Beyond 20 quick settings, there should be a button that says use D&D Beyond's digital dice, and you can turn that off.
And you guys can go ahead and change your own number in the initiative order.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I should have like a 7.
So, it's very low.
I changed mine to 15.
Rad.
Oof. Two nat ones already. Good thing they're not for the real rolls.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
One of
you
them
have
doesn't
a
count.
0!
Good thing they are not the real rolls. Okay. So, first up, Honeymoon, how would you like to contribute to prepping the ship for this voyage?
Well, contrary to Honeymoon's very dreamy sort of air, she's actually quite astute, and so she's going to kind of saunter around the ship, keeping a very casual air, but scrutinizing how things are placed and just everything about the ship very closely. I would like to roll perception for this.
Ah, all right. Show me perception. Okay, you are able to point out kind of some mishandled items, some things placed haphazardly, point them out to your fellow crew members who may have missed them otherwise. Congratulations, that was a success.
Thank you. Like she's very like polite, like, "Oh, you missed a spot, darling," and like kind of like very lightly smacking people on like the backs of the legs with her tail.
Yeah,
Very-
whatever
very-
you do,
very
at first they're like, "Oh, I know my own ship better than some new." Oh, all right.
Honeymoon gives them a sickly sweet look.
Next is Tibet. How do you want to contribute to the ship? By the way,
so
So you require 5 successes. However, 2 failures will make the captain just kind of like, meh.
Gotcha.
I feel like that Brooklyn Nine-Nine meme of like Andy Samberg pointing at the dog saying, "Do not blow this for us."
Tibet is going to do what she does normally best, and that is scurry up the main. Oh, her Tibet. Is going to scurry up the main flagpole, or not flagpole, but the
Up to the crow's nest.
sail. Yeah, up to the crow's nest.
All right.
And she's going to ensure that everything looks ship-shape from up there. So I'll be rolling acrobatics for that.
Nice.
Okay.
Get it.
Okay. Yes. You climb on up nice and fast to the impressed look of Captain Rockmorn. You slip a few times as you are not familiar with this ship and kind of the friction on its kind of climbing bars and such, but you are able to make it up there at a very impressive speed. That is another success.
Yeah.
And you do hear a few comments down below as well. It seems like somebody, a few of the crew members were kind of jokingly poking fun at their actual kind of lookout person. Kind of like, you might lose your job, eh? Next will be Phazos. How do you contribute to fixing the ship?
Phazos is going to, be taking a good look around at the ship as it's kind of coming together, and he's going to be particularly paying attention to the crew members and seeing which ones aren't really pulling their weight, and he's going to be, trying to just let them know that they're being watched. They need to make sure they're doing something.
Is that an intimidation I hear?
I was thinking insight for the fact of looking for the people's
Who's actually
actions.
not doing it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, yes.
Okay, let's see. How
By the way, you can opt to roll strength for intimidation as well, if you so wish.
Dog.
good to know. Good to know.
okay.
Unfortunately, that was pretty bad.
You look them over,
Yeah.
you try to glean kind of what's going about. It seems as though some of them seem like they're slacking off, but after a second glance, it really is they're just waiting for their partner in help, kind of like for a task that otherwise would not require their hand, but their patience instead. And you can't quite glean what the vibe of this crew is, as you are not too much familiar with them. That is going to be one failure, as Captain Rackmorn sees you looking around, seemingly doing nothing. Next
Scoob.
is Lautilla.
I would like to find someone who seems to be partnerless and help them with whatever they're doing.
Okay, yes.
Moving stuff,
You
preferably.
you see a kind of young-looking tiefling, actually. We'll go with the test tiefling that we
Hello, Test Tiefling.
off stream. He looks like a young lad, maybe no older than 20 summers, although he does seem to have at least some experience with the rest of the crew. You can see that he is trying to haul some rope that he is struggling with, that he could really use a hand, but nobody seems to be paying much mind to him.
May I be of assistance?
He looks up to you. Yes, of course.
Wonderful.
And I guess...
Can I do another athletics, or do you want a straight strength?
A strength.
Yeah, let's... another athletics, yeah. Seems like I was the one who gave you the prompt this time. I apologize. All right, very easily. We're able to bring the rope to their designated locations, kind of lifelines and holding down the sails and such. There's 3 failures, or rather, not 3 successes. Three successes, sorry.
Jesus God.
2
May
more.
I ask your name?
My name. Really gonna put me on the spot like that?
I was
Sorry.
gonna say you put him on the spot with the test team
okay.
too.
Ted.
My name is
Thomas.
Theodore.
Theodore. Hello, Theodore.
Nice to meet you, ma'am.
I'm Latilla.
Nice to meet you, Miss Lautilla.
Just imagining her looming over
Yes.
and leering at this fucking guy.
There's
this college student.
I am making eye contact. We are communicating.
This is how we become friends.
Pretty much, yeah.
See, a prepared DM would have names.
It's okay.
Dude,
Anyway.
I get it.
That is 3 successes. Back to the top, honeymoon.
Okay. Well, let me see. So, honeymoon definitely was like nearby when Phazos was doing his thing, and she definitely snickered at him within earshot when she saw that he flubbed it. But she is going to kind of go around, and she's gonna head up to kind of the I don't know what the fuck
Ballista?
you call it. The wheel thing.
Oh, the wheel.
And she's going to start checking on various like measurement tools and things like that, basically to make sure that all things that they might encounter in the wild have been sort of accounted for early on. Kind of taking into it, kind of seeing what the current path is, what she can tell of the winds and stuff, based on that.
Okay.
I would like to roll survival.
Go ahead and give me a survival.
No, Amy.
15. All right. You
Good shit.
kind of take chart and look it over. You know your cardinal directions. You make sure all is in order. You
And a cartographer for nothing.
And you make sure, I'll say you do ask around, like if there is
Yeah.
a map on board and stuff like that and where the route is going. And you do help with a few little optimizations to the path as well. Well done. One more Go on.
As she holds up the map, she looks over it at Phazos and makes that, like, the cat face with the knife being held up to it at him.
He glares back.
The smuggest of smug looks.
Yep, that's me.
One more success, and one more success will impress the captain. However, one more failure will make him question his hiring practices.
Tibbeth.
So no pressure, Tibbeth.
Yeah, thanks. Woo! All right. It's up to me then?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Tibeth, now being in the crow's nest, being up here, she is going to ensure that the sails are properly fastened to the main like crossbars and stuff like that, and to ensure that the rope is of strong quality and of like properly tied, as it were. I would like to use sleight of hand.
Ooh.
Sleight of hand. All right.
Interesting. No whammy, no whammy.
Even.
That's gonna make it. That is a success. Okay, yep, you fasten them, you slip a little bit as you are like precariously on the top of the sails and such, and but you are able to keep your balance. Once again, you're not too familiar with the ship, but maybe
a fucking 2.
yeah, you got +8. That's insane.
Oh dear.
But yeah, you're able to procure it, and Rackmorn seems nice and impressed. Well done.
Thank God.
And Rackmorn heads on board and just goes over to Phazos and takes one hand and pats him on the shoulder. It'll be all right, lad. You'll be able to show yourself more once we're out to sea. I'm sure you're just a little getting warmed up.
You call
Yes.
this.
Honeymoon is full on cackling at the wheel.
He is actively ignoring this.
Good.
You called this giant man lad.
Besides, I read
He's
your
a little
resume.
boy.
I only picked the best, and I read your resume, and I wouldn't have hired you otherwise.
Ah, thank you. I'm glad
To
to
Beth.
be here.
Tibeth overhears this from the crow's nest, and she's just thinking to herself, "We were supposed to submit resumes."
Honeymoon totters down the deck and calls over. You know, we're still dark. It's not too late to change your mind.
Yes, it is. Fella's going to start
Jesus
pulling in
looks-
gangplank really quickly.
He looks at you and is just like, exactly. I was thinking maybe you would like to do that.
Oh,
I'm not the one
hold
getting-
on now. Like, Rackmorn holds up his hands. We're going to be out to sea for quite a while, and perhaps enduring some dangers. So at least for the sake of business, I would ask that you cooperate a little bit.
Of course, Captain.
Aye, Captain.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Honeymoon has sashayed up to Latilla, just to be like, you are so strong.
Oh,
Thank you kindly. But Miss Lortilla, I do still need to use that.
oh, you're going back down.
I just last check over, me darling.
Slides it back down.
All right. He walks on off to take one last look at the ship. And as he does, you can see that there is a very ornate and royally dressed elven man who comes over from the inner kind of land, the city, walks on up to him.
The inner
Hello?
landmass.
And you guys can't quite hear. Actually, what is everyone's passive perception?
23.
I was
my
about to say,
gosh.
Honeymoon probably has a huge one.
13.
observant.
Yeah, no.
10. Yeah, 13. But I'm also up way the fuck up here, so I'm not gonna hear anything.
Right.
It's me. I'm the designated nuisance for the campaign.
Yay.
Yeah.
So they try to walk out of earshot, but you can hear a few whispers, and
Honeymoon is hardcore eavesdropping.
specific. Yeah, you're gonna
yeah.
actively listen in.
Yes.
You specifically
She
hear
leans casually.
you hear
Sorry.
like a few kind of arguments and stuff. You can see that Rackmorn looks very perturbed. He looks upset, like staring daggers at this elf. And the elven man just seems very calculated, very cold. He's standing still, unemotive, saying a string of words very quickly to Rackmorn. You catch a few snippets, including your ship is now Sea Trade Company property.
Oh.
And Rackmorn just like gritting his teeth. And he hands him a slip of paper, a kind of a parchment with a very ornate stamp on it. And he just clutches it in his hand, and the elven man walks off.
Oh.
And you can hear Rackmorn, as he was walking off, you can hear Rackmorn, "You can't do this! I'll... He stuffs the he just like stuffs the parchment in his pocket and tries to regain his composure, tries to go back to his just like more professional jovial self, and walks back on board, claps his hand. "All right, crew, are we all ready to set sail?"
Aye, Captain.
I believe so, Captain.
Ready as we'll ever be.
Aye. And you guys do so. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Bing bong.
The ship leaves the dock, heading towards the horizon.
All right.
And a few miles out from shore, once the docks and land you set out from have fallen behind the horizon, let me bring us to the map.
Yeah. Oh.
Here we are.
Oh. I see a portrait.
Yep. Hold on. My laptop is very slow for some reason when it comes to loading D&D Beyond, so if I could have your patience with it loading.
All good.
No patience.
Although Honeymoon seems to have lost her name and the ability to
seems
control it.
my token
Twins.
assigning has been fudged a tad. I will be able to fix it once my laptop decides to load. In the meantime, you do have some downtime to wander about, talk amongst yourselves. Designated downtime, I guess.
Honeymoon is 100% bothering Lautilla.
Oh. Latilla's making her way up the stairs. Oh, okay, hello.
Bezos is glad that at least it's not him right now.
Oh, she'll get to you later, don't worry.
There we go. You have control over that?
Yes.
Okay, rad. Let me just make sure all else is in order. Okay, so you said you were going to go annoy Lautilla.
Yes. Yeah, just in some downtime. Honeymoon is just like asking her stuff like, you know, where are you from? What you doing on the ship?
Can I have your number?
We'll get to that. Do you like to swim much since you look quite suitable to aquatics? I don't fucking know. She would word it better.
I am very good at swimming. I'm more from the inland, technically. It's where I was hatched.
Oh,
But I am a sea crate. I am suited for the sea.
I see. Yeah, didn't mean to do that. And what brings you on the ship? Because Mr. Jerame and I are the cartographers, although I think it's quite clear which one of us is the superior. So I'm just curious as to what piqued the captain's interest in bringing you aboard.
You see her pull 2 tridents from her back. Muscle.
Oh.
And quite some good muscles they are indeed, I must say.
And if the ship goes down, I can get a few people to land at least.
Well, that's another way to look at it, I suppose. Yeah, Honeymoon is just kind of like, didn't expect you to go there, but cool. And Honeymoon kind of twirls her hair a little bit, and she says, well, okay, I was debating if she would bring up the fact that she can fucking shapeshift, but no, she probably would just.
That's later.
Yeah, that's later. So yeah, she's just making a gal pal. She'll get to Tibeth and then she'll go bother Jerame or Phases.
While that's happening, Tibeth is gonna go over to Phasos and bother him.
Oh, good.
Because she noticed that this sleek suited man is staying on the ship instead of, perusing and then leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna saunter on up. Hello, Phasos, was it? Jerame?
He holds up a finger as he is currently writing down something in his notes as he kind of closes his book, turns to you, and is just like, yes. Faisal Sharayim, at your service. You are Tibbeth, I believe?
Tibeth, Ocean Song.
Tibbeth.
I was wondering, pardon my question, but you don't seem that suited for an ocean travel, given your current attire. Are you used to this?
He looks down at what he's wearing. He kind of looks around at the rest of the crew. I suppose I'm not.
You do seem a bit out of place, I will say. Is this your first time traveling overseas?
Long distance, yes. I've ridden boat before, but not as far as I'm assuming the Golden K would be.
I see.
I take it is not your first time, given your acrobatics earlier.
No. I would like to think that I'm a little well versed on a ship, but I am curious. What exactly do you do?
I am a cartographer. I map the world as I see it and as I know it. I take very accurate and precise measurements of the natural world in front of us, unlike a certain cartographer there who looks to the skies for answers that he will never find.
You better stop talking shit or you're gonna get hit.
Does he slowly lean over to Beth's shoulder to eye at her?
Yes.
Eye at Honeymoon? Cool. So Tibeth kind of follows your gaze for a second. I say, I see. So we have two cartographers.
Yes, very confusing, I know. I tried to petition the captain to let her go, but alas, he was very straightforward. He wanted both of us. So
She glances again once more at your attire up and down, and then looks over at Honeymoon and at hers. And it's like,
Yeah, equally formally dressed, not for ship stuff.
and she just kind of sits there for a second.
Very interesting choices. Yes, I would say. Well, if you need any help getting your sea legs suited, I have a handful of tips as somebody who was originally not suited for the sea life, as you can tell, and she gestures to her molten hair.
He nods and is just like, yes, you may have noticed by the rails, so I can support myself.
Yes.
I will gladly take any tips.
First tip: probably best not to go onto deck. None of the ceiling will be low enough, even if you crawled, most likely. That's tip number one. And tip number two, it's a large sea. If you are feeling a little sick, the fish won't mind. So I'll be off. Good luck.
Good.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
He goes back to charting the waters as we're going through them.
Mm-hmm.
While you are all kind of talking amongst yourselves and some time passes by, the captain, kind of looking through his spyglass back towards the shore, after it disappears over the horizon, kind of gives a little hearty nod and just calls out and just goes, "Oi! Captain on deck!" And everybody stands at attention and shuts up.
Tibeth knows the procedure, and she stands firm at attention.
Latilla would as well. She's at 6-6 now.
Honeymoon just looks over at him.
Phasos finishes one more line and then turns to look.
And then while they do, you hear a few like held in breaths, and then everyone starts laughing. And Rackmore just takes off his hat and kind of strokes the top of his head. Ha ha ha! Always get some. All right, you bastards, back to business. Don't pay them no mind. Just a fun little initiation to get you to tense your shoulders a bit.
Oh.
Latilla comes down to look in his face. Appreciated.
Just letting you know that we ain't too much on procedure here. That don't matter until we really need it. So don't worry too much about formalities, aye. But
You know.
new bloods, I am gonna have to go over everything with you. So
Yeah, honeymoon sachets up.
Yeah, Tibeth hesitantly relaxes because she's more expecting of orderly conduct, as it were, or subordination at least. So she'll come on over.
Yep. He makes some room for all of you, and he kind of gestures over. Firstly, I wanted to introduce you to my right hand and the helmsperson. This is Sharn Redsnout. Mrs. Redsnout? Or Miss Redsnout, rather. Miss Redsnout. And you can see an orcish woman in some very regal attire and some kind of muted blonde hair kind of going down her side. She gives a little salute. Nice to meet you, new bloods.
Honeymoon, whore that she is, gives her a very thorough look up and down, and gives her a very coy smile and says, "The pleasure is all ours."
She'll be the one in charge of holding the ship down while I'm out, and if anything were to happen to me. So, if all goes to the shitter, as they say, you'll be listening to her. Understand?
Aye, Captain.
Yes, Captain.
Aye. So, I wanted to touch base with our freshies, considering you're the newest lot of them. I'm guessing you have a few questions regarding our quarry.
A few, yeah.
You could say that.
All right, let's hear them.
Well, I think the first and most pressing is, how do you know where we're going? Isn't that that's sort of the whole thing, is that it's quite difficult to find, and it hasn't been mapped.
Aye, understandable. Hells, if I heard some royal arse was commissioning a ship to travel to an island what few can even claim to be real, I know I'd ask what the catch was as well. But even if it were real, just a bag of money and a mark on a map wouldn't be enough for me to waste my month finding a rumor. And it seemed that the noble agreed and handed me this. And Rackmorn pulls out of his coat a small booklet with strange runes on the cover. It seems to be markings in Abyssal.
I speak Abyssal.
Oh, you speak Abyssal?
I have
Okay.
on my sage background.
Okay, it's a very old dialect, but you can make out a few of the words. It seems to say something along the
I have
lines...
Abyssal as well.
Oh, sick.
Oh!
It seems to say something along the lines of Outer Seas Gate.
Ooh.
Interesting runes.
What is that, Captain?
Ah. So, this book can conjure portals in the water like a maelstrom. Just as I was getting ready to turn down the noble, he pulls this wee thing and makes a whirlpool. Then that wrecks a few fishing boats, as we'll say. Demonstrates again by dropping a sack of gold he planned to pay me. Says some magic words and pops it right back out of the water, like it's a bag of holding. Apparently this will be the key to the K. I'll be holding on to this for safekeeping, but whatever happens, this book is our key into and out of that place. And if I end up making an early check into the briny deep, it is the highest priority that this book is kept safe, aye?
Aye, Captain.
Understood.
Honeymoon will remember that.
It doesn't much matter who reads it, so long as it's read at the specific spot. The portal should open.
If the captain is putting away the book after showing it to us, Tibeth is going to make a mental note of exactly which pocket and what side of his chest he's putting it into.
He puts it in the left kind of side of his chest into his jacket pocket. And he doesn't seem to make an effort of hiding it either. In fact...
No, just in case he needs to lift it off his personage.
Right, yeah. He noticed you like looking over. Oh, yes, of course, right here. And he opens his jacket, and you can see not only the booklet, but you see 2 daggers, 3 pistols, and a little half-eaten apple.
That's gonna rot.
Them some deep pockets, Captain.
He'll finish.
Aye.
Wouldn't you get lint on that?
Say again?
Honeymoon kind of leans over and says, "Wouldn't you get lint on that apple?"
That's just extra protein.
Aye, he
don't
points
remember.
over at Tibeth.
Oh,
She
God.
understands. Gotta harden the
Okay.
stomach so you can be a hardened sailor for the seas.
Captain?
Hey, we take what we can get out on the seas.
Aye,
surely
he
there's
pulls it
more
out.
than
You can
lint.
see that there's like a few pieces of lint and cloth, and he bites into it. And you
Honeymoon.
see some of the juices fall over his lips.
Honeymoon barely conceals a wince.
And he stuffs it back into his jacket.
Good. Yummy.
Amazing.
Captain?
Aye.
That's 2 quick references to your meeting an untimely demise. Are you okay?
No, just being... I am all right. I appreciate the concern, Miss Lortilla. It's just that this place is rumored to be dangerous. What few have returned have accounts of magical monsters none this realm has seen. The Cay itself is apparently a world out of our own. The outer sea, as mentioned by this book. Constellations never seen, a horizon with no end.
Honeymoon perks up.
I was about to say, this sounds right up Honeymoon's alley, huh?
And an island with a volcano what spews smokestacks of honey yellow. They say that is the heart of
Actually,
the
honey, sir?
island where all the gold is being held.
It seems a bit
I
on the
see.
nose that a volcano on an island of treasure should erupt gold.
Aye, I guess we'll see for ourselves. Worst comes to worst, this book is unlike any I've seen, and it will fetch a pretty penny on the market. I'll sell it and distribute the funds amongst the crew.
Sounds like a solid enough plan to me.
So I'm sure in the end we'll all get our fair due.
Indeed.
Aye.
And, Captain, if I may ask,
Aye, Miss Ocean Song.
is the noble family and all aboard, are we the only ones that know about this book?
Aye, we should be. That's why I wanted to make sure that we were out of earshot.
Aye.
Even
was
if the
just-
place is all rumors and none believe its existence, we wouldn't want any prying eyes possibly messing with our procedure.
No, of course not. I was just making sure, there's plenty of pirates out on the seas, and I was just ensuring that we wouldn't run into any trouble by loose lips.
Just as you say that, because comedic timing is great, the crow's nest shouts out, "Captain! Aye, Grayston!" And the crow's nest shouts out, "The water, Captain!" And he points, and Rackmorn kind of walks on over to the starboard side of the deck and kind of squints his eyes. "I don't see nothing."
Honeymoon will also sashay over there.
"Grayston, have you been drinking?" And Grayston up in the crow's nest, "No, Captain, I swear." And Honeymoon, would you like to make a... Actually, your passive perception is so freakishly high. You can see an arcane disturbance in the water.
Oh.
Very, very subtle. Kind of over here. Large, massive.
Wait, I didn't see which way you pointed. Or
Just
clicked.
further,
Oh, okay.
further to the starboard side. Over
Yeah.
here.
Honeymoon kind of leans over, eyes widen slightly, and she says, "No, Captain, I see it too. Something is out there. Something quite large."
Grayston, raise colors! And you see Grayston raise up the flag, showing the sigil of Belcanus.
I thought it was gonna be one of those fucking Treasure Planet moments where it's a
Jolly Roger.
pirate symbol.
No.
Yeah, I was like,
Crawling crossbones. Surprise!
You can show yourselves, he shouts out to the starboard side of the ship. And it reveals itself.
Oh.
Hold on, let me, if I can just grab it and not other things. That would be very nice. Boosh! You see another
Whoa.
ship reveal
Holy shit.
itself from being. You can see that there is a drow right here that drops a large incantation. You see their hands are shaking very heavily. And you hear someone using thaumaturgy shouting out, and they have cannons aimed straight at the ship. You hear a voice call out, Captain Rackmorn, you have a yuan-ti aboard your ship that has committed crimes against royalty.
Hot.
We will require you to hand her over so that you can continue your privateer. If need be, we are willing to pay a ransom. And he turns back to look at Lautilla.
Lautilla looks confused, I did.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Yeah, Tibeth looks at Lautilla. What did you do?
I wish I knew.
And Rackmorn kind of walks over, and he just kind of leans in and whispers, you wouldn't have made any enemies in your past, have you?
Back home? Not here.
If I may, Honeymoon will yell back with thaumaturgy. Could you be more specific about what crime it is exactly? Because there seems to be a bit of confusion over here.
The thaumaturgy voice... Phazos, you wanted to do something?
Yeah, Phazos is going to be trying to kind of get from the inflection of the thaumaturgy voice whether or not they're telling... they're saying what they're meaning.
You can give me an insight.
Okay. Come on. Darn it.
Oh.
Okay.
on!
Why am I rolling so bad?
It seems like a very business voice. Like they're using their retail voice right now.
Gotcha.
This isn't revenge, this is just, we got sent out here.
And you hear the thaumaturgy voice come back. The details of her imprisonment are none of your concern.
Honeymoon thaumaturgy's back. No, I sort of think they are, given you have cannons pointed at us.
And also the fact that she's aboard our ship, so I would very much like to know what kind of danger we're in, regardless.
Honeymoon relays exactly what you said back at thaumaturgy for you.
And Rackmorn just kind of looks, yeah, I'm not sure they're giving enough details for me to be convinced. Besides, I paid good money for this crewmate, and she's a right hand with her muscles. He gives a little thumbs up. Could be good for lugging things around once we find that treasure, aye?
She nods, just yes, it will be.
And Rackmorn comes back and says, Are you sure there's no information you can provide regarding the capture of this yuan-ti?
Could they at least say my name? See if they have the right one T?
Do you say that?
Yeah, to Honeymoon. I'm gonna move over.
Yeah, Honeymoon will thaumaturge back. Can you at least give us the name of this yuan-ti?
Give me a persuasion.
Alright.
I should have asked for that earlier when you were asking for details.
All good.
Oh!
No.
Had to happen sometime. Youch.
That's a nat one.
They're not impressed by my tottering.
You will get all your information once she is in manacles and on our ship. Until then, you are under threat of treason. We will give you 1 minute to hand her over, or we will be forced to open fire on your ship.
Treason.
Kind of treasonous. What flag are they
Yeah.
leaving?
They don't have a flag up.
Okay. Joseph, with your permission, could I perhaps, either with my passive or roll perception to try to make out any particular details of their gear or their clothes that might give hints as to, maybe if they're actually pirates?
Yes, you may.
Alright.
Come here.
Yeah. Pretty good.
All right.
Nice.
That's 8 times better than my persuasion.
Lautilla, you wanted to do something with Tibeth?
Yes. Tibeth, sorry. Yes.
Yes.
Tibeth, could you come here?
Sure.
I'm going to unhinge my jaw and eat you.
No!
I'll be completely transparent. I am a little concerned for my safety, regardless of the situation here. But I'll do my best to trust you here.
Thank you. Can I, in a whispered tone, I have something that will look like manacles, but I can get rid of it. I want to go over to say, as though we are pretending to go over there, and then I'm just going to fall overboard.
That sounds brilliant, but also, are you sure you can catch up with the ship?
Yes.
Baby girl's fast.
Alrighty.
I'm slow on land, not in the ocean.
Tibet doesn't have thaumaturgy, but she's been on the seas with other pirates for a while. So she leans over the railing and shouts, "Oi! We'll give you the 1T if you can, come over here so that we're not just plopping her into the ocean."
You can give me a persuasion now.
Also, did I notice anything from my percepi?
Oh, yes, I will give you that after the persuasion. Okay, your perception.
Ouch.
You can see that they have kind of a piece of parchment in their hand that it seems almost like they're reading it out, the person who is shouting out thaumaturgy, which is this human over here. And you can see that they have this parchment, and it seems like that you can get a glance of a sigil that is not of Belcanus. It's a different country.
Interesting. Honeymoon thaumaturges over. You say you're with the Belcanus royalty, yes?
We did not say we are of royalty of Belcanus.
With them, is what I said. Honeymoon says that. Honeymoon is annoyed.
No, we are not with the royalty of Belcanus.
Can you just pull your ship up here so we can give you the 1T already?
Very well. We thank you for your cooperation. And
Yeah.
We're going into this with too little information.
and I'm gonna grab grab the ship. And it's and
over.
actually, when you say that, Rackmorn just comes up and kind of butts in. Hold on now, this is my crew. You have a convincing plan here.
Yes.
Yes. Lautilla says that she has fake manacles she can put herself into, and then she can throw herself overboard and swim back to us later.
Yeah, Honeymoon leans in and says to Lautilla, if you can while you're over there, that human, and she points him out, see if you could grab his scroll. It might give us some details.
Honeymoon, I wasn't going on the ship. Just in the
Well,
trade-off, I was going to fall.
Well, that wasn't clear to me.
That was also
you
not
like me
clear
to
to me
try?
either. But
No, it's quite all right.
Oh, hello.
All right, so
I was looking at Faze. Faze's Duran was suddenly there, and I was like, oh, hello.
you give the confirmation for the ship, and Rackmorn nods on over to Sharn, and their ship slowly heads over, and they're getting ready to put down a gangplank. When do you want to fall in the water?
Fazos, may I borrow your imposing size?
Sure. What? Okay.
Give me your hands.
He gives his hands.
She puts hers in yours, and suddenly there's fire manacles around her hands.
Oh.
Huh?
Convincing.
Oh, we're good now. That's enough.
Yes, thank you.
All right. He quickly retreats his hands and brushes them off.
All right.
Which way is the gangplank?
Here, let me draw it, because I don't actually have a gangplank thing. It's going to be purple for some reason.
Cool.
Okay.
Amazing.
They lay it down,
Honeymoon, I want you to push me.
Honeymoon, for a sec, she's like, you know that meme comic of like a guy like raising a hand with a finger and then putting it down on the next one? Like, Honeymoon kind of does that, and then she's like, if you insist, and she totters up behind you and gives you a shove, which is not very hard because her strength is 8.
It's fine, because Latilla's just gonna intentionally fail it, and shoo!
Okay, are you trying to make it look convincing?
Do you want me to
Yes.
roll a performance?
Not if you don't care about trying to convince them.
I mean, I could do it if you want.
I was
Yeah.
about to say,
I'm doing the
Tibet's
pushing.
performance is
Gonna be way better
exemplary.
than mine.
So she's gonna put on a show of, oh my god, Stage, she just fell off!
Fell over!
Okay.
What can I say? I'm just too cutthroat.
Yeah, Tibet, give me a performance. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh, by
That's
the
the
gods,
ticket.
you just shoved her right off the how
She
old
wa-
she
She was going
What?
to put my entire endeavor at risk.
You can
go on
see the
Yeah, we
crew
go back and
on
forth.
this ship are like, oh, come on. What? And the human's like, well, don't just stand there. Someone get her.
Down, down, down.
And she at that proclamation, Tibet just like gestures to herself. It's like, yeah, I'll get right on that, won't I?
No, not you. Oh, whoops. I moved the ship. Are you actually going to jump in for her?
Me? No.
Yeah, we're
I
not
can't.
fucking going.
Oh.
I will die. Actually.
The human walks over and just kind of like yells at a few of his subordinates. And you can see the... what is this? This is a... bugbear? Yes, the bugbear jumps in. Just like poosh into the water.
Okay.
And you can see he's trying to swim towards you.
Shoop,
He's,
shoop, shoop. Goodbye.
so he...
Good luck with that, my friend.
What is your swim speed?
I don't think we ever clarified, but sea snakes are fast.
Well, we didn't clarify, but I'm going to say it's 30 because that's a standard.
That's fair. That's fair to me.
So he tries to swim towards you. Are you swimming away immediately?
Once she hears another splash, she's gone.
Gone. Okay.
I think
So-
she's actually just gonna attach herself to the front, like underneath the boat.
Okay, so he is going to chase you. We might need to roll initiative for this.
Oh.
How heavy is he?
Well,
Sorry, no, I just like, what does he look like? Can I do a perception?
you can see that there's a large kind of... a very hairy man that jumped into the water. Chasing after you.
Gotcha.
I don't know why the initiative is showing you guys and it's not showing you on my roll 20 on my laptop.
Lost Ark.
Eric's gonna go grab food, that's fine. So put yourself back where you were, real quick.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So you just didn't get a chance to figure
Had to
out.
hash that out.
Yeah. So, he goes to jump towards you, and before you are going to get away because he's not able to grab you. But you said you wanted to do a perception on him.
Yeah, just while
Yeah, go ahead.
swimming away. Let's see.
Okay, so perception while swimming away, I will say, will
Disadvantage?
disadvantage. Yeah.
That's fair.
Bubbles.
It's not super high anyway.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can't glean much aside from there is a body in the water now. So
The first one
well-
showed a 13. Weird.
we'll take. Let's see. I was not anticipating this. Can you tell? Okay, as the crew sees you, why is this? Oh, it's because it's grouped. Hold on, let me ungroup this.
Okay.
Technical difficulties. There we go. The cannon was about to fall off the ship. As they see the body in the water swim down, you can see that the human over here is going to jump in the water now as well and try to pincer you.
But I'm just going underneath the boat.
Under the boat.
Yeah.
Okay. They're gonna try. Let me see how well they're. Crap. because they are sailors, they are swimmers.
Mm-hmm.
Give me, because you're being chased, give me an athletics, actually, because they're gonna try and push themselves. Like, I assume you're both gonna be like water dashing, but
Okay.
of course, you know, just try and make this
A thing.
a thing, yeah. Coming up with rules on the fly. Hey-o. Okay, yeah, you avoid them very easily. And so much so that as they try to attempt to catch up to you, they just kind of bump their heads on, like, the side of the boat. And they do have to come up for air. And yeah, you make it to where you're going, so you can put yourself there now.
Okay. One momento. Up here. Probably still below the boat. I'm just gonna say, like, right about
Below
there.
the boat, yeah, okay. So, the two climb back on the ship, and the Firbolg goes up to the human. She went under the ship, Captain. And, the human starts to walk on the gangplank. And kind of looks at Rackmorn. I hope you don't mind. And Rackmorn looks to the rest of you, like, kind of like wondering, like, what now?
Honeymoon will step aside, and she'll look at the captain and just say, "By all means."
The captain nods, looks over to the human, nods at him, and there's more crew on the boat. I was just not anticipating them to dock. Just pretend there's more crew on their boat. He brings a small team on. And you can see they are very heavily armed with some equipment that doesn't look like it's from, again, this country. And they walk on over, starting to look on the sides of the boat and stuff for Latilla. And the human just kind of yells out, "Keep searching! She can't be under there forever." And you can see the crew kind of, the rest of the crew looks a little miffed. Like they're like, you know, crossing their arms, looking, they're talking amongst themselves. Like, how could these guys be let onto our ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they all look at the captain, and the captain looks at you, and he just whispers, "I hope there is a plan here."
Phasos gives kind of a curt nod as a non-answer.
Yeah,
He's
honey.
going to kind of quickly move up to the other group and go to Tibet. Actually, do we have a plan?
I sort of assumed you were just going to wait them
This is
out.
as far as the 1T got us. I'll be
Great,
honest.
okay. Well, they can't fire their weapons at us if they're on their own. They're on our ship.
What if we just leave?
But we can fire our weapons at them.
I mean, I suppose we could fire our weapons at them. We still don't know if they are truly with some sort of royalty right now.
Yeah. Speaking of, Honeymoon is going to make her way to that that human with or actually the drow who was talking. Where's he?
The drow, oh geez, it sucks that I have two drow on the ship. He's over here.
Okay.
Oh, you could tent. Could you tent the other guys so we have?
Yes, here, I'll tint them all, the ones that are not on from your crew.
Nice.
Let's see. This will take a little while. Technical difficulties.
Give them all angry eyebrows.
There, I'll make them red for bad. Red things
They're
mean bad.
incensed.
They smell like they are essenced with strawberry.
Good.
And Firbolg. Okay. You approach the
So, yeah.
drow. What do you say?
Honeymoon walks up and she says, "Well, clearly that handoff didn't go quite as planned, but I was hoping perhaps maybe you could share a little bit more since we were going to comply. At least the name of this person you're after."
Oh, Captain said not to divulge information.
Oh, but the captain's not listening, is he?
Give me a persuasion.
Come on.
I'm not. It's not a druid skill, so.
Oh no.
Fuck. Damn.
Sorry, ma'am. You're very well dressed, though. But Captain Cat said not to, give it to any of the crew.
Okay. And could you point out which one of you is your captain for me, please?
That one, the human over there.
I see.
Captain James.
I see. Thank you. And she'll sashay past him and give him like a lingering touch, like brush on the shoulder with her hand as she goes.
Ooh, oh, thank you.
Oh my god.
Honeymoon is here to whore it up. I don't know how else to tell you. Yeah.
Okay. And you can see the human he's very quickly losing his patience as he's looking around. He seems to be dressed in some kind of regal robes of some kind. Again, unfamiliar to you in style.
She'll approach, not get too close, and just be like, what does she say? Given how upset you're getting over one escape to Auntie, I'm really very curious to know what exact trouble it is she caused.
He turns to you, and you notice when he does that he's got a very peculiar necklace.
Oh?
With a sigil, seems one of again, the country that they are from.
Okay.
It is not a concern to you, madam.
Oh, I would beg to differ, though, seeing as I was going to be working with her and traveling on the same ship for some time.
What matters is that if you do not assist in handing her over to us, you're complicit in her crimes.
Which, what, exactly?
Crimes?
You won't even tell us that much. How are we supposed to know what's being complicit and what's not?
He narrows his eyes. Fine. She has crimes against the Yuan-Ti World Dominion. We are servants on their behalf, and we are here to capture her and bring her back for a trial.
Honeymoon kind of arches an eyebrow. I don't suppose you'd tell me a trial for what, would you?
He narrows his eyes and says nothing.
It's all right. I figured as much. Yeah, she kind of goes over and takes a look, just over the water and says, I don't know if you'll be able to catch her, though. She seemed like quite the strong swimmer.
He just keeps looking.
Can I take a moment here?
Go ahead.
Tibeth. Oh. No,
I'm just moving in place.
Tibeth is going to go up to the captain. She's going to whisper into his ear. She's going to say, so, that captain and a decently sized portion of their crew is here on our ship right now, right?
Aye.
So, if we were to pull away from their gangplank, would they be liable to shoot at us?
Aye.
What if we scuttle their ship first?
He has a little grin. Aye.
What does scuttling mean?
You did say... Sink.
Okay.
You did say that you created a whirlpool with your book last time?
Aye, a wee one.
Oh, a wee one. Could it be bigger?
Perhaps. Given enough time.
Given enough time. I'd say we have a good bit of time just looking around for Latilla right now.
Very well. I like your idea, Miss Oceansong. And he walks on over to the... Yeah, you were going to say something?
I will do my best to put on the show for these fine people that have taken aboard our ship.
Aye. He walks on over, pulls out his handy-dandy notebook, and you can hear him say, chanting a few words. Like, he tries to pretend like he's just reading, like, from an inconspicuous book.
Yeah.
And you can already see kind of a little bit of water rippling around their ship.
Tibeth is going to go over kind of closest to the captain, like in between these two guys here. And she's gonna like half-heartedly like glance over and then like do a double take and then go, "Oi, there she is, over the water!" And she's going to point fucking over here.
Your choice of persuasion or performance. Actually, no, deception. Performance or deception.
Hey, guess what? Either works.
I was gonna ask if I could use Druidcraft to help and like give her advantage.
You know what? Yes.
Yeah, make it like a little splashing or something.
Honeymoon sees what you're doing and just very surreptitiously makes some little wavies in the water.
Okay, you do so, and the captain, actually, you can roll again. Let's see how high you get, because you get advantage from the Druidcraft.
Oh, I can roll again?
Yep.
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll go with the 16 then. Wow, you have +8 to deception as a druid. That's impressive.
As a druid, I'm not a druid.
No,
Sorry, not druid.
a-
You're a freaking
I'm a rogue.
My mistake.
Yeah, I have expertise in acrobatics, deception, performance, and sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Wow. Still
pog.
impressive. The captain sees it, and he points it out. Oh, come on! There she is! Shoot her! And
Shoot her!
Did you not want her alive to bring it back for a trial?
she'll live. And they pull out kind
That's
of
fair.
flintlocks and start shooting into the water. You can see that as they hit the water, they seem to have like a magical glow about them, continuing to project them through.
Latilla sees this and just like, I'm drifting over here. I'm gonna take a breath and I'm going back down.
Tibeth like looks wildly between the people shooting, and she's like, "How are you all missing? She's right there. Are you blind?"
I'm trying my best, woman.
And she's gonna like, give me that, and she's gonna try to take the flintlock from the dragonborn next to her.
From the dragonborn. He's like,
Yeah.
He's just like, hey, that's my gun.
She's gonna take it. She's gonna cock it, and like with like eagle eye precision, shoot exactly into where the splashing is.
Bing bong.
So I presume it continues to go, and while this is happening, Rackmorn over here just finishes his little chant, and you can see a little whirlpool, and you can see that their other ship is listing a bit. However, the crew doesn't seem to take notice, as they feel as though that it's just typical, waves and stuff. And the captain calls out to the human, "Oi, human captain! It appears your ship has been caught in a little wee trouble." And the human captain looks back, and he says, "Everyone back to the ship!" And they all start to run, kind of jumping on the shaky gangplank and slip back onto their ship. Rackmorn winks at his helmswoman, and she kind of like shouts out to the rest of the crew. And the sails are set again as the other ship starts to just slowly sink.
Oh no.
Rackmorn drops his hat in a little kind of goodbye.
Kick the gangplank.
As you guys pass them by. Well done.
Yay!
Hell yeah!
And Latilla, you kind of feel the rush of water pushing you against the boat, signifying that it is now moving.
Yes, I'm going to... Do we have lifeboats?
We do, yes.
you can
I just
scramble on
didn't
up.
bother to draw them.
That's fine. I just want to get to like where one would be and like
Yeah, there's
make my way
stuff
up.
that allows you to climb back up.
cool. Just slither up out of the water.
Rackmorn walks up, and you can see like the rest of the crew like chanting and cheering, and you see a few of them kind of pat you on the side and like kind of like gentle punch on the shoulder of you, Latilla.
Oh. Oh. Thank you. Hi.
Did she punch them back playfully and it bruises?
No, that's like a gentle pat on the top of the head. That probably is too hard, but there is an attempt.
And you see Rackmorn walking up, hands on his hips. Oh, that was mighty fine work.
Not too shabby yourself, Captain.
Aye. I like to put a bit of trust in me, crew.
Who got them to shoot the water?
That would have been to Beth.
Indeed.
Bravo.
Aye, yeah. I figured, if you're at the bow, or that's where you would most likely go, we could just have them shoot off randomly over there, and while the captain worked his literal magic.
And to Beth,
Oh.
since you had the gun while they were darting back to their own boat, you now have a magical flintlock pistol.
Very nice.
Oh, silly me! They seem to have forgotten this.
And let's take a little bit of a break right there.
All right.
All right.
Alrighty.
Let's meet back at let's say 12 past the hour.
Okay.
And you guys can hang out with chat in the meantime. I'm gonna go grab a snack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna munch silently.
Gun acquired.
Yeah. Time for gun. It's like that book series, like if you give a mouse a cookie, but if you give to Beth a gun.
Oh God.
So
Oh,
did
I
we
think-
kill that whole thing, that whole group, just by flushing them down the ocean toilet?
Wham.
Yeah, I guess that's true. They can swim.
I don't think they're strong enough swimmers.
Well, that's hardly our problem.
True. Not anymore. Did you?
Heather,
do
you're
we want
being
to say? What?
Oh, you're being plied for snake facts in the chat.
It's true.
Oh, sorry.
No, you don't have to.
Snake facts.
Snake facts.
Snakes have scales. That's some snake facts.
Snakes have pits that allow them to sense infrared, I think?
Jacobson's organ. They're little
Yeah,
bits.
okay, you actually know the real thing.
Yeah.
Good. I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea how that plan was gonna come together.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is...
If all else failed, she was just gonna come up and just start swimming in a direction and eventually find you. Or the other idea was just to bury herself in the sand.
Can Latilla, does she have water breathing?
She has to come back up.
Okay.
She holds her breath.
How long can she hold it?
She's got 10 minutes under there.
It's pretty pog.
Yeah.
It's longer than I can do it.
Let's see. Snake fact.
Someone asked for a quick recap of the beginning. We all introduced our characters.
We're privateers.
Yeah, we're privateers. We're going to go and find some mystical island that contains gold. And, yeah, it's good times.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Alright,
Yeah.
So far, so good. How are we enjoying the session thus far? I'm enjoying it.
I'm having fun. I always enjoy playing whores. So.
Overthinker, please don't die inside.
Aw. And I'm excited. I'm excited for more honeymoon Phazos interactions. Just because there's a very specific post that I think captures their dynamic and how they act, just how they act in general. And it is one person saying, "You should be addicted to shutting the fuck up," and that's Phazos. And the response is, "You want to fuck me so bad it makes you look stupid," and that's honeymoon. It's very good.
That's a good vibe.
Honeymoon is a vibe that gives off wholesome yet girl boss energy. Don't know about the wholesome.
Definitely the girl boss, though.
Definitely the girl boss.
Ian, why the triple multiclass? Or is that a secret for later?
It's just for his lore. Yeah. It's not necessarily a secret for later, but
It's part of
That's
his
fun.
part of his
Yeah.
life.
He did interdisciplinary studies in college.
we're at level 6.
Yes.
6.
Pirate ship that doubles as a brothel. That sounds pog.
Yeah. Good times.
Very good times.
You could call it the water sport.
I would rather not. Thanks.
No, but I mean,
You just learned what that was.
I did, yeah, and I was also reminded. I was reminded of how in Saints Row there's a car body shop kind of car place called Rim Job. So
Oh no!
right, because like rims, because car rims.
You just learned about water sports?
Well, I mistakenly didn't know what it actually was and had a misconception of what it was. Now I know what it
It was
actually
actually
is.
sports in the water.
Yeah.
Basically, we
Water
were
polo.
talking about we were talking about flight plans, and I was telling Joseph and Echo about this Netflix show called How to Build a Sex Room, and it's really fun. And I was lamenting the fact that there are no furry couples on there, and so one of you was like, "Well, it's a little weird," and I was like, "But they have someone who's into water sports. It's not that weird comparatively." And Joseph did not quite see why it was weird.
I thought water sports was just, like sex with water-related things, like in the shower or the pool, which is not good because water is not a very good
sweet
lubricant.
summer child.
But no, apparently it has to do with urine play. So
It's piss, boy.
yeah.
Not.
It's a shower of sorts.
Oh no.
Okay, we can
Anyway,
move on
so-
now.
Ian, there was a comment.
Jumping back in the water.
Ian,
Yes.
there's a comment that says, "Why does Faces look like someone who would talk about cars' extended warranties?"
Well, to be honest, you wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah,
I look at him and I see a lawyer.
yeah.
Yeah.
In the old alignment system, it would be under lawful.
Uh-huh. Actually, I think Matilla's gonna ask him about that.
About being a lawyer?
Yes, you look like a lawyer. How did you get into maps?
I was never a lawyer. I was always doing the maps, actually. Well, ever since I was decently young.
Yes, but how did you get there?
Oh shit, we're almost at time. I need to go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a hard time. You can, if you got stuff.
But, sorry, I just got a question. Yo, Ian, did you intentionally make him look like Jeff Bezos? Yes!
Hey!
Wow, really?
Really funny.
Oh, is that why his
Bezos.
name is Phazos?
Zerame.
Oh my
definitely
god.
No.
Oh.
I read his backstory makes so much more sense now. I mean, it made sense before, but now I'm like, I see.
Bezos would open a for-profit library.
yes, he would.
Jerem Bezos, Jerem Bezos,
Oh god.
Jerem Bezos. You did it!
Just realized I have not heard any of this music the entire time because I had
There's no music
wandering
going on, don't
bard
worry.
solo.
It's just sea ambience,
Oh, okay, good.
dock ambience.
Gotcha.
But, Kate, you are going to have to get ready with the, just in case. I thought we would need them just then, but you guys outplayed me.
Alright, I have an idea for a potential selection.
Yeah.
I am actually going to turn on the lights. Forgot to do that.
Might be good.
Ooh, whoa! Someone lose all their Scrabble cards? Was
Somebody,
that-
if Latilla multi-classes into a cleric, does that make her Latilla the Nun?
Yes, this is the game's first session. It's going to be a pretty short
Yep.
campaign, so don't expect a full lengthy thing like Necro Hunt. Just a palate
Just a
cleanser.
little bite size.
Yay.
We'll snack them.
Snack them.
Back. There go my keys.
Away.
There goes the keys.
So the person they spelled Latilla's name with an E, and it made me think of like Nutella, but like snake.
Lautella. What does short mean? Like 5 to 6 sessions? It's like 3 to 4.
Yeah. If you want the background for Latilla,
Oh,
it's
there
Lotta
it is.
Crowda mixed with Attila.
Goliath in a suit and tie. All a peculiar guy. Jerem. Jerem Bezos. Good.
stuff.
Can't believe you fucking did
Stuff
that.
Killer Jonesy.
Oh, you do have a last name. It's Flan.
Yes, but that's not for you yet.
Aw. It's okay. Honeymoon's got some questions for you.
All right.
Questions.
Nobody with a sword and shield yet, Overthinker.
Yeah.
Come on, Bezos, you can do it. Sharp that map. Good. This is good. Everything I've ever
It's
wanted
honeymoon
for
or
this
star
character has
druid?
come
It's
true.
on it. Wait and find out. Or just check my Twitter.
Will you post this on YouTube as well? Yes, I will. I will
Nice.
post the full uncut VOD on the JoCat Streams channel and a cut down version, so you only get the interesting bits without the downtime on the main channel.
Hee hee.
Joe hasn't influenced you all? No, because see, they're my friends and they're immune to my influence. They were my friends before I was on YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm back for
we-
Rizzle Doggizzle.
We were friends with Joseph when he was just some guy we went to high school with.
Yeah.
I was friends with Joseph when he was just some schmuck I knew in PE class that played funky music.
Yeah. Yeah, I still remember how we became friends. I played you Jet Set Radio.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, 3 tiny dragons.
Anyway, so we're all here. Are we ready to get back into the game then?
And yeah,
Believe
she's
so.
a homebrew.
Is Ian
Nice.
here?
I'm
Good.
here, yes.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye, chat.
Bye,
Au
chat.
revoir.
chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make good choices or not.
Well, we'll see.
Try.
All right. So, after that little kerfuffle, you guys continue to sail ahead and make friendly with some of the crew.
Yeah, Honeymoon does want to talk to Latilla.
She is over by the side of the boat, squeezing her hair out over the side.
Honeymoon will sashay up, see you kind of wringing your hat and say, "Let me give you a hand with that, dear." And she'll druidcraft some of the water out.
Oh, thank you. Every time you come up behind her, I think that you step on her tail, but I'm gonna say that that's probably not happening.
No, Honeymoon is graceful.
Good deal.
She definitely like, well, she doesn't almost do it. She notices it. Her passive perception is insane.
It's true.
But she like hops over it daintily as you do. And as she's kind of like wicking the water away, she says, "So, I got a word in with that human captain of the ship we sank, and he was reticent when it came to details about who exactly they were after, besides them being a UNT. But he did mention something about crimes against the UNT Dominion. And I am just curious if that does actually have anything to do with you.
My crimes? I left.
If there are any. Oh. Honeymoon kind of scrunches her brow a little and says, "I admit I'm not the most well-versed in UNT society, but I hardly think leaving should be a crime punishable by both pursuit and imprisonment." She kind of gives you an expectant look.
She is glaring at the ocean. She cannot blink.
She doesn't have eyelids?
No.
What?
Oh, she's a snurson.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Okay.
Eventually, she does look back at you. Most Wanti are not particularly fond of anything that isn't Wanti. And either you are for the cause, or you are against it.
Honeymoon kind of nods her head a little bit, and she says, "I suppose that makes sense enough, but I still don't quite understand why that would merit an entire ship coming to chase you."
She looks puzzled at this point as well. I don't think it does either. I don't know what changed.
Interesting. Honeymoon just kind of looks longingly over her shoulder. She's like, oh, I should have nicked that parchment when I had the chance.
She looks around and she goes, if anything, I should have been the one for revenge. And then she's going to slide away.
Honeymoon kind of raises her eyebrows and he's like, oh, I'll unlock that later.
Tibbeth actually gets like a hearty shoulder
Honeymoon will remember that.
Support level C. La, da, 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 da.
Good. Yeah, and then Honeymoon will go bother Tibbeth to kill time. Which I imagine as people who love to bother other people, they get along great.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Honeymoon just starts chatting away like, so you seem to know your way around a ship. And it just fucking goes on, I imagine.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. They'll go on and on about random ship facts that Beth will sprinkle in. And then also complimenting you on fucking having people around your finger.
Honeymoon is flattered. I imagine you info dump about ships, and then Honeymoon info dumps about stellar map making, and it just goes back and forth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And they tie together too, so it works out.
Yeah.
Attila and Fezos stare at the ocean in silence.
It's true. Fezos does kind of look at Latilla and is just kind of like, I hope that there won't be more trouble like this on this journey. I'd rather it be as straightforward as possible.
I never rolled insight. Fuck. Sorry.
You and me both, Fezos. You and me both.
Just.
Are you sure you're not a lawyer?
No, I'm not a lawyer. I told you.
You just really look like one.
Thank you.
I don't mean it as an insult. You have the look.
Very well. You have the look of you, I would say, as far as I can tell.
Great, descriptive.
Thank you.
Good job, Bezos.
Don't fall through.
I'm not going to fall through. I can.
I think he's a little too big for that.
If your foot goes through the little cracks, it's like.
His foot's a little bit too big for that.
Yeah, I feel like as you're just at some point while she's chatting with Tibbeth, Honeymoon does make eye contact with Fezos and give you again that smug cat knife look that says she is going to come bother you later.
And Fezos gives back a "Don't you dare" look.
Just like the ever so gentle, like nod in disapproval, or shake your head. Like, no, please.
Softly, don't.
Excuse me, dear dwarf.
Fezos is going to approach the captain.
You approach the captain. You actually notice that he looks a bit restless. He seems to be running his hand kind of across the various different woods and carvings of the ship. As you approach him, he actually is just kind of surprised by your appearance, as he wasn't expecting somebody else. Mr. Terrain! And he kind of just pulls his hand back.
Yeah, Captain. You all right? You seem a little troubled.
Yeah, he just kind of looks over his ship. Mr. Terrain, you have something you care about taken from you. Like, really care about. You put your heart and soul into it.
Once.
It hurts,
Yes. It drives one to do many things. That loss.
Would you call it love?
Myself and love have a difficult relationship, you would say.
Aye, but you do something out of the passion of it, aye? Because you care. Because it's something precious to you. Is that not love?
I believe that could be true, yes.
And the lengths, he just looks back at his ship and continues to rub his hands just kind of all along the carvings of the wood. And if love can drive us to do such crazy things, seems like a powerful, dangerous thing, love. For it hurts us so.
Indeed. Indeed it does. Do you love your ship?
He, without looking at you, just staring at it, I do.
I will say that, having lost things that I've loved, I will do what I can, my part, to make sure that you don't lose your ship. I need it, after all, to make it there and back again.
He chuckles a little bit. Aye, logistics. Of course, I'll make sure that we make it back ashore before you even get a single sprinkle on your nice suit.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Then,
Now,
thank you.
I did have a question.
Aye, speak your
if you have
mind.
the time. You'd mentioned that this book, this kind of whirlpools and whatnot, was the key to making it to the K. Is that correct?
Aye. Apparently, according to the coordinates given by that royal, that once we get there, perhaps in a few minutes actually, there's a specific spot in which the book is to be read, wherein a large maelstrom of water will glow as bright as the sky. And that is our portal to the K.
Wonderful. Portals.
It doesn't give me quite the excitement either. I much prefer using more traditional methods.
Yes. Likewise. Hard to map portals. Good day. I'll be out and about.
Aye. And Mr. Jerame,
Yes.
I thank you for the talk.
You're welcome. And then Phasis is going to go around the ship and start placing down some of his instruments for mapping.
All right. From what you can tell... Oh, go on.
Oh, sorry, no, do his thing first.
Yeah. This isn't, like, super important information. It's more contextual. But from what you can tell, you are decently kind of south of the massive gulf that is where the continent has this, like, big space where Belcanus is, like, smack dab in the middle of. Kind of south-ish. And just beyond the horizon, you can see kind of the southern, like, shore of the continent as well, where it's mostly barren. There's not a lot of civilization there. So you know where you are.
Okay, good.
And as a few of the crew members, as called out by helmsperson Sharn, she kind of calls out to the crew, and she calls out to the captain. Captain, we're here. And the sails go up. Rackmorn walks up to the side of the ship. All right, everyone. This is it.
Oh, sorry.
Oop, go on.
Honeymoon, when she sees that, when she hears that it seems like they've arrived, Honeymoon kind of perks up and she totters very quickly over to him, and kind of says quietly, Captain Rackmorn, if you would permit me, this is where we're going to be doing the portal thing with the book, yes?
Aye.
If you would allow just a bit of time, I would perform a ritual to just sort of gauge what we may be getting ourselves into.
He kind of lifts his eyebrows in a little bit of surprise, like more not like negative, but just like oh okay, like, and he just lowers his head just ever so slightly. Very well.
Much obliged, Captain. I assure you it won't take very long.
Aye, no worries. Just crew's not used to the formal type is all, but I see no reason why not.
Oh, it'll hardly need to be formal. And Honeymoon, she finds like a clear space on the floor, and she kind of kneels down very daintily, making sure not to get her dress snagged on any splinters and stuff. And she reaches up to her horns and actually unhooks the gold chains and diamonds on it and starts laying them out to form a very delicate circle on the ground. And as a ritual, Honeymoon is going to cast Augury.
Oh. You see, whoa.
Whoa! Oh shit!
You
yeah,
see
so Honeymoon.
extreme whoa.
Oh dear.
So I imagine Honeymoon is kind of kneeling before and just kind of making motions with her hands as these kind of like star-like motes kind of glow like in the middle of the circle that she's made with the diamonds and chains. And after 11 minutes pass, after she ritually casts it, I can only imagine it gets fucking dark as hell, like it becomes like black holes. And she looks at it. The captain would see her go kind of wide-eyed. And she looks up at him and she's like, so bad news. It does not seem like it's gonna go super well.
Funny thing,
really super
above
bad.
game. Coincidentally, when I ran this for the Necrohunt crew, Daffy also played a Druid of the Stars, who also used Augury.
Nice.
That's why I was immediately familiar with the spell, as he used it a lot.
Holy shit.
I wanted to point out that as Phasos was finishing up putting his instruments down around the ship, he did notice Honeymoon doing her thing and slightly scoffed.
Fuck you, I'm right. So yeah, Honeymoon relays, and she's like, and I don't mean like like inconvenient bad. I mean like probably really fucking bad.
He looks to his crew. All right, you heard her. Arm the ship. Grab your spears. And the crew just like double times, moving around, kind of getting their weapons ready, loading the ballistae, putting balls in the cannons.
Tibeth is also scrambling around, helping where she can, loading the cannons as well.
Honeymoon puts her ornaments back on her horns.
Joseph,
Phasos. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What's up?
how long has it been since our interjection with the other ship?
Probably like an hour or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could theoretically short rest through that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you used anything during...
The fire rune, she activated that for the shackles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you would have been able to short rest.
Good deal.
Okay. As everyone is hustling and bustling, Phasos finds a hook and he takes off his coat and hangs it on a hook.
All right. Rad. So he's just in
Tibeth
his
is
like
going to-
vest.
He's in his vest. He also took off his tie. He's in his vest, his shirt, and
Hell
slacks.
yeah. Bouncer wear.
God.
All right, so everyone kind of
Honeymoon has her
gets ready.
star scroll on hand for spell casting.
Okay, everyone kind of gets ready. People are manning the cannons. You can see that Sharn has pulled a rifle from kind of a bucket that's got a bayonet on it, and everyone gets ready. You see this.
Honeymoon is going to the middle of the ship, partly down the stairs, so that she doesn't get thrown overboard.
Okay. So, Rackmorn, seeing everyone ready, the ocean goes quiet. And I'm gonna get this.
Ooh.
And he pulls out his little book. He turns to kind of the middle of the pages. And he says a few words that those who don't understand Abyssal would not understand, a low bellowing, but those who do understand, he says, "By right of power we come to thee, a deep hunger we yearn to sate. Your riches make a spirit free, we travel forward through your gate." And,
Damn.
and as he says that, as he completes this verse, the ocean starts to open up. And you see a small little whirlpool appear kind of on the port side of the boat.
Oh, I see
Good.
it.
And he continues, "O Amber Island, bright and whole, the light of gold will be our curing. The world's possessions take their toll. See us through to ease the burden." And the whirlpool turns into a full-on maelstrom.
Ugh. Captain, is that supposed to happen?
Aye, according to the rich folk, yes.
All right.
And you can see, if you
Am I
look
supposed
down,
to head into that?
if you look down, you can see there's a massive whirlpool as well.
Oh,
Not
God.
yet! That'll tear us to bits!
Good.
Oh, good.
Bezos frantically checks a couple of his devices.
They all seem to be in place so far, a little shaky as the boat starts to shake and the water starts to ripple. He says the first few words until suddenly the boat just, poof, everyone make a dex save.
Oh, God.
dear.
Okay.
Something hits the boat.
I have no dex.
Good.
Dex save.
Ooh,
Ooh, nice.
got him.
Is it gonna come through?
It's always a little moment of like, of tension because I have to change tabs and I can't see what I rolled immediately.
As the boat is hit, Rackmorn, he kind of loses the book. It just falls out of his hand. And the fear bulb right here falls right overboard.
Okay.
Oh God.
And then, as he does, out from the water springs forth a massive creature that swallows him whole. A kraken.
Oh, great.
Oh my
Come
God.
on. Let him play, Rev.
No.
Eats him whole. Kate, cue the music.
Okay.
Ah.
Hold on. I had a choice, but I need a different. I need to find the different choice. Seems like this one, would be more apt, bit more panicky. Hold on. Copy the link. Bot command. Play. Go.
All right. Let me turn it down a little bit.
Good shit.
Yeah.
I am
All right.
nothing if not a Fire Emblem jukebox.
For some reason, remove all. There we go. Clear list. Okay, there we go. For some reason, it wasn't showing up on. So I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
Ugh.
Okay.
I have clicked it. It should
How did
Don't
our
forget to click
dex
your guys.
save calculate into that?
So the dex save, yes. If you failed the dex save, which is DC 15, you will be
no.
knocked prone at the start
Okay.
of this.
Okay. Then I am prone.
Okay.
That makes sense with my knocked prone. I have fallen on Theodore. I'm sorry, Theodore.
You crushed him. Crushed him with your big snake tail.
What is the prone icon?
I personally just like to use the
All
snail.
four.
I thought that was slowed.
I
It's
usually
up
use.
to you.
Yeah, up to you.
Yeah.
As long as you remember.
Usually the one back pain is the one I use.
Yeah. Okay. That's,
Back
that
pain.
was what I was looking at too. Oh, my back! I'm prone.
All right,
gosh.
so first up will be Honeymoon. You see that immediately various tentacles just spew up from the water, and actually this halfling gets thrown over here and takes some damage. And yeah, so you see this massive kraken eat one of your crew members, and various tentacles have now kind of invaded the ship. And you can see
Cool.
Rackmorn's book as well is over here.
Yeah. Honeymoon watches the guy get eaten, takes note of all the tentacles around, like very, very quickly assessing the situation. She is going to dive for that book.
All right. So this is a pole that leads up to the
okay.
the sails.
And I'll go around.
Yeah. Okay.
Well-
So you do you have enough move? Where were you? Like here?
I was in the stair right here.
In the stair. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You have
so
enough movement to
5,
get there. Okay.
yeah.
Awesome. Yes. You pick up the book. I'm going to say that it's gonna take a full action to read
fine.
through the verse if you wish.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, here is actually the final verse. Boop.
Okay. So am I able to speak it as part of that action? As I read it?
Yes.
Okay.
You
Honeymoon.
have to speak it.
Yeah, Honeymoon grabs it, kind of struggling to brace herself, and the fucking swaying ship that this octopus is attacking. And she yells out, "Bless us now, your gentle bays, the land besought by heroes eld. Bring us to the Golden K. Pretty please?"
As you say the final words in Abyssal, that you guys who don't understand it hear the low bellowing of her, and then the questionable phrase at the very end. The maelstrom shakes, and a bright glow appears from it. The portal is open.
Yeah, Honeymoon just looks to the captain and is like, "You might want to get on that." And then, my turn's not quite done. As my bonus action, I'm going to take on, for my starry form, I'm going to take the archer form.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, as a bonus action, I'm using part of my wild shape to turn into my starry form. You see Honeymoon's body almost seem to glow from the inside out, like she has become kind of translucent. And a lot of different, like, golden pinpricks of light, like stars, kind of shine along her body, and the gold flakes that she wears as just makeup glow very bright. So yeah, she looks like she is made of nebulae. And since she chose the archer form, constellations that resemble somebody pulling back a bow have appeared along her. And she can't do anything this turn, but you see luminous light forming the shape of an arrow at her fingertips that she's getting ready to do next turn.
Mm-hmm. And
that's me.
At your call, Captain Rackmorn just says, I'll be working on that.
Yeah. So yeah, Honeymoon is starred up, but that's my turn.
Very well. Next to Beth.
To Beth, first of all, is going to use. You have to use full movement or half movement to get up.
Half movement. So you'll have 15 feet of movement after getting up.
Cool. She'll get up. Take note of holy shit. Oh, well, that's not. I did not die.
Beth is dead.
She's gonna take note of everything and die. She's gonna assess the situation. Notice that the portal is like fully open. She's like, we have to get these tentacles off of our ship so we can make it. And she's going to run over and start stabbing at this big boy.
All right, show me the stab.
A stab. She has tiny dagger.
Oh wait, sorry. I didn't realize when I take the form, I can make an attack. Is it okay if I do that? If not, it's fine if not. But I can make a ranged
all on a bonus action, yeah?
Yes.
Then yes, because that's all in one bonus action.
All right.
Damn.
Well then, there's a ranged spell attack. So Honeymoon does in fact hurl that luminous arrow. How do I make it go? Roll.
Let me go.
There we go.
Hey.
Yeah, so Honeymoon hurls a luminous arrow at one of the tentacles, the one that Tibbet's at.
Okay, you hurl it and let me see the damage. Unless that is the damage?
No, it's not. I fucking clicked off it. Hang on.
18 will hit, by the way.
Go. Oh, fucking, there we go.
Okay. Yeah. And what type of damage is this?
Radiant.
Radiant, okay.
Bing bong.
You fire this starry beam just at this tentacle that singes it on the side, and it kind of starts to wiggle frantically as well.
Begone. Thought.
Tibet, your attack.
Question. Since, is there any way I could get my sneak attack off on this?
Considering
Since it's a tentacle and has no bearing on its surroundings.
So, sneak attack works, rules as written, works if there is an ally within 5 feet of your target. And Phazos is.
Oh, hell yeah. That works.
Wait, so, out of curiosity, what archetype are you?
I'm Swashbuckler.
You would get it even if you were alone.
Yeah.
Oh.
If it was just you versus one enemy, you also get sneak attack.
Yeah, that's why swashbucklers are fucking busted.
Yeah. The only way to stop their sneak attack is to have a second enemy by them, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh. I did not know that. D&D Beyond did not have all that stuff on there.
Right.
Or if it did, I missed it.
All good.
So I'm gonna
Unfortunately, a 15 is not enough. Its hide is very thick.
So she's going to take a stabble at it. It has very, very thick hide. You know, as you would probably imagine for a kraken.
Yeah.
And that's the end of her turn, I guess.
All right. Next is the crew. And a few of them, seeing this, panic and start to leap from the ship,
No, come on, boys.
dash, leap into the ship, and go into the portal.
Oh, well,
Oh, okay.
honestly, who can blame them?
And Rackmorn sees this and is pissed. He yells at them, "Oh, you cowards! Come back here! You're abandoning my ship!"
Does this mean we get their pay?
He glares a dagger at you. "Not now, Miss Langley!"
Understood.
So you have fewer hands now, as some of them have bolted.
You're stuck with me, Theodore.
They... Theodore is like...
Hang in there, bud. Also, Latilla, why are you sideways?
I'm prone. I fell on
You-
Theodore.
Okay.
So I'm just going to roll a general few attacks for them and just do this quickly. Okay, a few of them get a few hits in.
Nice.
Theodore kind of goes to grab one of the harpoons and stab at one of the tentacles. Doesn't make much way until Sharn takes her bayonet and like stabs straight through. You can see Rackmorn takes out his pistol and fires a few shots while dropping them and pulling out like the other ones like from his jacket. You can see the rest of the crew are doing their best. This halfling is going to go into the ballista and fire it at this kind of, and it's like a big harpoon lands into this tentacle that starts to wiggle as well. So they're doing a little bit of damage and helping out.
Yes.
Next is the Kraken's turn.
Good.
So, firstly, this tentacle, is going to bash this ballista.
Yeah.
Okay, it hits the ballista, it misses the halfling. The halfling is able to dodge kind of out of the way and just like drop down, but the ballista is destroyed.
Cool.
Just completely wrecked. This one is going to try and grapple to Beth.
Yay!
As it goes down, so to Beth, I'm going to need you to give me a acrobatics or athletics of your choice to try and slip through.
I will do acrobatics.
Oh, you do slip through.
Nice.
Yeah!
Yep, it goes to grab you, but you're able to use its like watery, mucusy-ness to slip yourself out.
Too slimy for me.
This
I
one,
prefer my calamari cooked.
this one is going to grab the cannon
Oh.
and is going to throw it at Phazos.
Whoa!
So it's going to use
Oh,
flame.
God.
Oh
Well, do I roll something or is...
no!
So this is a ranged attack,
Okay, okay.
and actually, you know what? I'm going to make this a saving throw, yes. This is going to be a dex save.
Okay.
As it throws this cannon, because it's like basically an AoE at this point.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ouch.
as you try and duck out of the way, bits of shrapnel and bits of the debris from the cannon as it was falling apart from the mighty grip of the Kraken just like kind of batters you as it's thrown. And you are going to take 19 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And you see Rackmorn like gasp at that too. And this tentacle is going to slam. So all in this area. Latilla, I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity saving throw now.
Can I?
Yeah, you can.
I'm prone?
Yeah.
Wait,
I
if she's
think-
prone.
She's prone.
Oh wait, she's
Yeah.
prone. Does that
I
affect
can't.
dex saves?
It might mean she auto fails them. Let me
5e
see.
prone.
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah, let's see. Prone. A prone creature's only movement option is to crawl. The creature has disadvantage on attacks. An attack roll against the creature has disadvantage if the attacker is within. No, it doesn't say anything about saving throws.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
Theoretically,
still
I can
roll and
Yeah,
squirm.
roll
So
away.
here's hoping. I can't. I'm just gonna tell you that now, though. Dex save.
Mm-hmm.
No whammy, no whammy.
Mm.
Okay.
Ugh.
Francis.
Okay. So, with this slam, you are going to take 21 bludgeoning damage.
Oh!
All right.
And let's see if these two save as well. Ooh. Sharn is able to dodge out of the way. She takes a little bit of splinters. But Theodore is knocked out cold.
Oh.
Oh, Theodore.
Not dead, but he's unconscious. As the tentacle is like coming down and you and Sharn are like bracing, you see that Theodore is just stunned in fear. Oh, bother.
Oh.
And he is like flattened on the deck of the ship.
Okay. Is he still stuck underneath, or is he just on the ship?
He's on the ship. He's just like a little dented into the wood panels.
Okay.
Nice Theodore-sized hole.
Yeah, also, Joseph, on the crew's turn, would the captain have been able to, like, do something?
He shot a few shots with his
Okay.
pistols.
Yeah, gotcha, sorry.
Yeah. Phazos, your turn.
All right. How damaged is this cannon that was thrown at me? Is it inoperable?
If you're talking about the cylinder is fine. It's just detached from the rolling mechanism, the wooden pieces that would hold it up.
Okay.
Back.
Can
This
I
bitch gonna get a handheld cannon.
can
This
I,
sucker.
can I
Holy
pick up the cannon and fire it?
With a strength check of DC 12, you most certainly can.
Would it be strength or athletics?
You know what? Athletics.
Okay. Let's try. Yeah!
Oh, very close.
Damn.
Close.
And where are you aiming?
Well, let's see. I'm aiming at his eye.
His eye. Okay. So you pick it up on one shoulder, and with your other hand, you have the lighting stick. Mm-hmm. And you light it, and I'm gonna need you to make an attack +5.
Okay.
So D20 +5.
Okay. Is there a way to do a random?
Do you want to just do
You
it in
just
the
roll a
Roll20?
D20.
Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
slash roll D20 +5, or just roll a D20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oof.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a 10. And it goes a little wide. You don't quite have your footing, but it looked cool.
Okay.
The loud
Well-
bang rings in your ears ever so slightly, but you miss the Kraken.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going. So that was my action.
Yeah.
I am going to. Well, I'm gonna rage because I'm angry
Yeah.
at that with my
Oh.
bonus action. And I'm going to action surge.
Oh, fuck yeah. Get his ass.
So I'm angry. I just kind of drop the cannon because I would need to get another cannonball for it. And there's a tentacle right next to me, right?
There is.
I'm gonna punch it in the freaking tentacle.
Punch it in the tentacle.
Yes, as I
Right in
pull
the
back my hand, it becomes coated in kind of an inky black as I start thrusting forward. And let me see, I'm raging, so okay, do that.
This bitch about to Ganondorf. What the fuck?
Unfortunately,
Ooh.
What is up with these rolls?
I'm rolling.
Yeah, you're
so
rolling
low.
real bad. Jeez.
Oh.
Yeah, this is really
Phazo's having a
unfortunate.
bad day.
I tried.
You go to punch, and it actually makes your fist a little sore.
Oh, no.
How tough this thing is.
Darn. Okay. Well, he'll know for next time.
Lautilla.
All right, I would like to do my bonus action first. If that's okay.
Okay, yep, you may.
Actually, I think I'll get up first.
You get
Yeah,
up. You
you
use up
can
half of your
stand up.
movement.
Let's get the little icon off. And the bonus action to I am now a large creature.
Oh.
I am
Oh,
now
yeah,
large.
right.
What is this?
I am literally a large-sized creature. I take up 4 squares.
It's a Rune Knight feature.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was asking the actual feature. Like,
Sorry.
yeah, all good. Can you put it in the chat? You should be able to on D&D Beyond, like,
You should just be able to
Features and
click it.
traits.
yeah, and like click
Let's
it.
see. Martial archetype, Rune Knight, Rune Carver. Where is it? Here we go. Did that come up? Did anything come up?
Give it a sec, because apparently it's slow for you. No, not yet.
There's
There should be a thing show in VTT.
Show in VTT.
if not, whenever you click on it,
There we go.
That was
Yeah.
me. Sorry.
Oh, that was you.
me.
Okay.
If you click on the feature, it should pop up with a
Yeah,
sidebar.
on the side.
And then there's something that says Beyond 20, and you
Yeah.
click that.
Did that go?
There
through
we
now?
go.
Yeah, there
If
we
you're
go.
smaller than large, you become large along with anything you are wearing. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws once per turn. Your attacks
Your
and
tridents are
weapons.
so big.
Wow. Okay. All right. You grow to a large size.
Oh God!
Bezos takes
You have a
notice.
fifth tentacle to deal with.
I would like to move here. Can I slide Theodore over here?
Easily, yes. Although
Thank
that is
you.
lower down.
It's better than quite being right here.
Okay, you slide him over, kind of in between the railing, and he just plops to the floor.
Yep. And then I would like to take a couple stabs.
Okay, show me the stab.
Oh, she has also pulled out a shield. She's
Okay.
going to stab one-handed with the trident.
Show me the trident.
Please click and work.
There we go. Yep,
Nice.
that's gonna hit. The first
Nice.
one. Unless,
first one hits.
is that a multi-attack?
It's her 2 attacks.
Okay, her 2
Because
attacks. The first
fighter.
one will hit, so show me the damage. Very nice, and that will have an additional D6, yeah? Because of your
Yes.
size.
Oh, that's true. It's the first 9
Oh, one of your attacks with a weapon or yeah, deal an extra D6, yeah.
Yes.
So roll me a
Okay,
D6.
And the D6.
Yep, you stab into it and
14.
you nearly cut this tentacle like a massive hole off. Feels
Nice.
looks like it's about to be cut with a nice
Alright.
Swiss stab.
Nice. And that will be her turn.
All right. Honeymoon.
Okay, so I'm guessing. I'm guessing Fairy Fire. If I did it, it would only apply to whichever part of the beast was in that cube. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, Honeymoon is kind of very frantically looking between all the tentacles. She shouts to the captain, "If we disorient it, do you think it will let go with all the tentacles?"
I'm not sure. I'm not most proficient with fighting krakens.
Okay, well, just figured I'd ask.
I appreciate the concern.
Honeymoon. Honeymoon. I'm debating. Okay. Honeymoon looks to Phazos and to Beth, and she shouts over, "You two can get to its head, yes?"
Uh,
I
yeah.
She's yeah, is that what he says?
Yes. He's in rage, so.
Okay.
He just
So then Honeymoon says, "Very well then," and she will fairy fire the Kraken's head. Let me pop that bad boy in there. Bing bong.
Okay.
bing boing.
Dexterity
needs to make a
save. Oh boy. Nah, it fails.
Nice.
All right,
You
so
telling me the giant big old kraken ain't dexterous?
No, actually, it has a plus
yeah,
0.
so Honeymoon's fairy fire is a mix of like golden and very vibrant violet fire that kind of just dances around it. So any attack roll against the affected creature has advantage if you guys can see it, and it cannot benefit from being invisible. So, well, Honeymoon is going to go ahead and make her starry attack. so I get advantage, so I'll just do it twice.
Yep. Not the second one, though.
Yeah. Oh, that was advantage.
Oh, that was advantage. Okay, then. Yes,
Yeah.
the 20 will hit.
All right,
Nice.
and where's that diablage? Bing bong. No, go. Okay.
Ooh, nice. Yes. So you're aiming for the head, yeah?
Yeah, she's aiming like down its fucking gob.
Yeah, you fire it and just like it lights up the inside of its throat, which like goes down very far and makes it flinch a little bit.
Yeah, Honeymoon. She casts the fairy fire, and she has one hand outstretched, like, you know, in concentration. And so she shouts to Phasos and to Beth, "Make the most of it, and please don't let it hit me." And she's going to scoot this way.
All right, Tibeth, your turn.
me.
Hi, Honeymoon. I'm on it. And she's going to sprint up to this cannon, which is 30 feet. She's going to presume that it's loaded from earlier, whenever everybody was scrambling.
If you are moving out of the melee range of the tentacle, so it will have an attack of opportunity.
You can disengage as a bonus action.
Would you like to use your cunning, whatever the rogue feature is?
Yeah.
Retreat.
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action for that.
All right, cool.
To disengage. She's gonna run up to it. Assume it's already loaded. Aim it closer to her target, like at the kraken itself, because I imagine it's aimed farther out. And then she's going to cast. Shoot, was it? I just had it.
Cast gun, right?
No, she's going to produce flame in her hand, and then she's going to use that flame to smack the back of the cannon to light it.
All right,
Good.
You do so, and this thing is so, like, no roll for this. This is so wide, there's no way you can possibly miss it. It is point blank. You're just gonna roll me 5d10.
Woo!
Yes.
Get his ass.
Okay.
That's the cannon's damage.
Bing
And you
bong.
fire it just right into this thing, and it just like chips a few teeth off of it. It like makes a big singe. You can see it fall into its gullet a little, and it's like shaking, trying to shake it off.
All right. A few more like that, Phasos. If you could assist with that, please.
Now this cannon is now out of a cannonball and needs to be loaded to be fired again.
Ah.
Right. But I am out of bonus action and movement and full action, so I will have to do that later.
Okay.
Yeah, that is my turn.
Now it's the crew's turn. Let's see if anybody else decides to be a coward.
Oh. Honeymoon would yell about the fairy fire if that helps the crew land some hits.
You know what? It would. Let's say it does.
Or about the cannons.
Yeah, has to be the head though. Gotta get to the scary part.
All right. Well, they're gonna stay stalwart.
All right.
Nice.
Let's see. Sharn is not going to make headway on this tentacle, unfortunately, but she's going to start making her way, and she's going to take the attack of opportunity. Oh, she gets a right smack by the tentacle, and let's see if she does not trip. Oh my god, she does trip.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Come on, baby girl.
She tries to give the tentacle an attack. She tries to head towards the face of the creature, but then she gets tripped up and poof,
Oh,
bugger.
poor thing.
So she is prone. Theodore is still out.
I'm torched.
The dwarf is gonna
I'll fix-
try and go. Oh gosh. Oh. So the dwarf, the same thing that happens to Sharn happens to the dwarf.
Oh no.
Daggum.
Yeah. The honeymoon is yelling. The head! The head!
They're trying to get to the head.
Yeah, no, honeymoon is just demanding.
Oh, I see. The orc manages to get away, and he is going to pull out a cutlass, and he's going to go slice at the beast a bit. He is
Bing-bong.
able to make a few cuts, thankfully.
Take off the beard.
The elf is going to come over here, and they are going to cast a few spells. You can see they're using the old reliable firebolt.
Good.
Ah.
Get his ass.
Yeah, just phew, phew, phew. The halfling as well is going to pull out their pistol, and they're going to fire similar to Rackmorn. They pull out like 2 pistols, fire them, drop them, and pull out their next ones for the next time. And Rackmorn is going to pull out his own cutlass and run. He runs up and he like puts one hand on it, like as he's drawing it out from its sheath, kind of one hand kind of like skidding alongside the blade, and it starts to coat the sword in lightning, and he makes a swift slice upwards as he draws it out.
Fuck yeah, he got that lightning grease. Let's go.
And he's gonna make 1, 2, 3 attacks. One of them misses, but he makes a few cuts with the lightning.
Does lightning work on krakens?
That's a good question. Anyway, it's the Kraken's turn. So,
It's electro type against the water type. Of course, it's super effective. Come on, that's like basic math. Yeah.
Oh.
this tentacle is going to try and attack you, Latilla.
Okay.
Of course, it doesn't hit.
How?
I have a shield.
She's got very high AC.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, she bigger now. How?
She big.
but
It
she
tried to smack her,
tanky.
and she just
Yeah.
glances it off.
This one is going to try and grab the dwarf that's on the ground. And it does, and it pulls him into the briny deep.
Oh no.
Oh.
Well, that's one tentacle down.
Or is it?
Ah.
And this tentacle is going to straight up attack you, Phazos.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to dodge out of the way of it.
Ooh.
Just like move out of the way, and it just kind of bashes into the wooden walls of the ship, splintering a little bit more. And this one is going to try and grab the halfling. The halfling's able to slip out, luckily.
Good job.
And lastly, the head of the Kraken is going
no.
to take a couple of bites at
Oh,
the
no.
orc and Tibeth.
Oh, good.
Yay!
Goes to bite the orc. Ugh. It is able to, like, do just a big, massive cut on the orc. Ooh, it cuts him up pretty good.
Oh no.
And let's see. The orc is now prone as well. Okay, Tibeth.
Yeah.
See if he hits you.
It is going to hit Tibeth.
Okay.
And Tibeth, you are going to take. That's going to be 15 piercing damage. And I need you to
Okay.
make a strength saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you're fine.
Okay.
You're up. You're good. The sheer weight of this bite almost pushes you to the floor. But you hold up.
God.
Next, Phazos.
Okay, so Phazos is going to run towards the cannon over here. He doesn't care that he's going to get an opportunity attack against him.
Okay, let's see if it hits. Oh, I dropped it. What is that? Oh, yeah, that's going to get you.
Wait.
What's up?
There's active conditions you can put on your thingy.
Oh, neat.
On your D&D.
Oh, I
Beyond
see.
sheet.
Huh. Okay, well,
Sorry.
you're going to take 17 damage, Phazos,
Okay, that's fine.
from the slap of the tentacle as you're running away.
Okay.
So this one is not straight on the Kraken, so you will have to make an attack roll. However, you will have advantage because of the fairy fire.
Okay.
Once
Great.
again, D20 plus 5.
Honeymoon is going to be insufferably smug about this later.
One
So
more.
17, and then
So the 17 will hit.
nice. Now I have
Aw.
advantage against him, right?
Yes.
Does this count for sneak attack?
Oh,
Says
Son of
in
a
there,
bitch.
if I have
You
advantage.
son of a bitch. Oh my god.
I mean,
Come on, ref. Let him play.
Tibeth is right there.
Let me see the rules as written and then make a determination.
All right.
Let's see. 5e
Determinate.
sneak attack.
Determinate.
It's been a while since I played a rogue.
It is a ranged weapon.
Rogue. Sneak attack. With an attack, you have advantage on the roll. The attack. It doesn't say anything whether or not it's a ranged attack or if it's like a siege weapon. So I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
Damage.
Holy crap. Okay,
And
so
then let me roll the 2d6 as well, because I only have baby sneak attack.
very nice.
Still good. Not
bad.
Still good.
Pretty good
You
too.
fire it and it like bruises through. Like you hear a crunch, crack, like as you hit it in the side of the head, and like the eyeball right here, you hit it right in the eye. The eye socket is now empty. You push the eye into the skull of the
Oh my
Kraken,
God.
and it roars out in
Get
pain.
his ass.
Alrighty.
So I'm actually gonna give it. No, it still has one more eye.
Joseph, can you invent the condition no depth perception, please?
It has a little bit of a disadvantage as a treat.
I'm going to use my bonus action to second wind.
Nice.
Okay.
Seems
so-
wise.
Yeah.
So that cannon is now out of cannonball.
Oh.
that was a poor second
Oh,
wind.
jeez.
okay.
Sorry, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my whole turn.
Okay, Lautilla, your turn.
All right. Could I theoretically use my tail
Sorry.
really quick as a bonus action / extra action to help Helm's person up?
So the help action is usually a full action.
Okay.
You
No, I
are,
have to-
however,
have to
you are
wait for it.
large. So helping someone small is.
Not
Then-
that difficult.
Then again, a normal sized person helping a small person is still. I'm gonna.
Still-
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
true.
I'm gonna say it's a full action to help.
That's fair. Okay. Then I'm gonna do some attacks.
Give me some
With the
attacks.
trident again. All right. See if they hit. I need to turn off the.
Nice.
Yes, that'll hit.
Ooh, that's a hit.
All right. There's damage for that, and then a d6.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
And then I'm gonna try and hit again.
So that first attack actually cuts off the tentacle. Just like
Oh,
you slice it,
nice.
just like
Fuck yeah.
straight through. You can see it like into its like weird wiggly marrow, and it just wiggles like, back into the water.
Oh my god.
Nice. Where am I? How much distance do I have? Let's see. I can throw this dagger in that range.
You most certainly can.
I'm gonna try. Alright.
Okay.
And I have advantage.
So what is a dagger's throwing range?
It is 20 to 60.
20-60. So you have normal
40.
attack. So you would have a normal attack because you're throwing at disadvantage, but thanks to advantage
Gotcha.
from the fairy fire. Unfortunately, a 13 is not going to be enough. The force of
That's
your
fair.
throw does not quite pierce.
Penetrate.
Mm-hmm.
It gets stuck in his teeth.
Wow.
And you can
Alright.
see that Sharn kind of on the floor just looking up at you. Oh, it's a mighty fine thrusting.
Thank you.
Oh.
You are wonderful. I don't want to leave Shorn here, but I have movement.
Yeah, she'll be alright.
Yeah, she'll
I-
walk it off.
she's just gonna say that. Will you be okay?
I'll be all right. I'll look after the boy as well.
Thank you. And I did not mean to roll that. I'm sorry.
That is okay. I'll forgive it for now.
Thank you.
You're on
And
thin
I
fucking ice,
think
though.
I'll go right about here.
Okie dokie.
Alright.
Shoo.
Noise. All right.
And that will be my turn.
Honeymoon.
Alright. First trick, I'm gonna do my archer shape bing bong.
Mm-hmm.
Fire.
Nice. Yep. And that's gonna be right at the face.
Right at the face. I'm aiming for its other eye now.
Its other eye. Okay. Let's see.
And then the dabblage.
Actually, let's see if you crit. Ooh. Yeah, let's see if you crit.
Oh, I forgot I have advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, but it's still
Nah.
a decent hit. You fire at it, and you can see that you've like bruised it real hard. It's sizzling, and you can see that it's blinking like a lot in pain. Not like a proper blink, because it's like it blinking like how reptiles blink to like not blink, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, let's see if I can close the deal. I have 3 free uses of guiding bolt per day, so I'm gonna do one of those
Sick.
right now.
As a bonus action?
As my full action.
As your full action? Well, what was the
Yep.
other one?
My bonus action.
Oh, really?
Ah.
Wow. Huh.
Yep. It's Pog.
Okay, then. Okay, let's see if your guiding bolt crits.
Keep forgetting I have fucking advantage.
Okay,
Nope.
thank goodness you had advantage.
Yeah.
So this one, as it's like blinking its eye, like dazed a little bit, this one does take out its other eye as it sizzles, and you can see it like burns over, and you can see the eye looks like charred, like black charredness.
Yeah,
And,
Honeymoon's guiding bolt is very like blindingly like white hot gold.
Yep, and it is going to be blinded. Its attacks will be at disadvantage.
Nice.
Yes.
The attack would give the next attack made advantage, but you already have that because of fairy fire. So have fun. Honeymoon's gonna stay put. She sends the guiding bolt, takes out its eye, and gives everyone who's looking a big thumbs up. She's
Awesome.
going to fucking stay put.
To Beth.
So, okay. Would it be a full action to load the cannon then?
Yes, it would be.
Okay.
Could run to this one.
Yeah, that one is loaded.
I could. Or I could jump on top of the cannon
my
here to
God.
get a better angle at him.
Oh, you could. You most certainly could.
And she's going to spread her hands out and it's like, apologies if I get any cinders on your ship there, Captain. And she's going to cast where is it? Burning Hands.
Nice. Get his ass.
Oh.
Nice.
So
All
it's a Dex 14.
Okay, show me Burning Hands.
All right.
And it's going to take the full damage. And it just like, you just this blasting cone of fire. And Captain Rackmorn's like, I don't care, I just want it away from her. And you burst the fire into it, just like continuing that bright singe that the guiding bolt just did. Well done.
Calamari, order up.
I think that's it. Yeah, that's all
All
I
right.
can do.
Next is the crew, which only consists of Sharn, the prone orc, the elf, and the halfling, and Theodore.
And poor passed out Theodore.
Sharn is going to get up and see. Yep, she's just going to come on down, and she's going to just like take care of Theodore, patch him up a little bit, stabilize him, all that stuff.
Nice.
Rackmorn is going to continue to swipe away at the Kraken.
Get his ass.
And ooh, he didn't roll well. Only one of his attacks hit this time. He's able to chop off a few tentacles, but mostly just swinging wildly in anger. The elf is going to try and go over here to... No, this elf is a spellcaster. It's going to cast a few more spells at the head. They go a bit wide.
Well,
The gnome is going to take another shot, another 2 shots at the head with their pistols.
pew pew.
Pew pew. They do hit. Very nice. Okay, they're just laying into the head now, and you can see the thing is like agonizing. However, it's still up, and the Kraken is going to do something drastic.
Uh-oh.
This tentacle is going to make a sweeping attack,
No, not on me.
and you are right in its arc.
No, I know I should have moved. I almost fucking moved.
So you're going to need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck, I'm not very good at those.
You and your 4-inch heels.
Ooh, okay. You're
Damn.
able to, like, as the tentacle is winding back, you see what's gonna happen, and it sweeps, and you just kind of, like, leap and, like, vault over it and stumble a little bit, falling onto the ship and kind of hitting your elbow. You will take 8 damage.
Okay.
And this
Where's my fucking HP?
So it knocks
A
over
mast.
pretty much every single cannon into the water.
Oh no.
Good.
It knocks off the railing. It knocks off this crate of ammo. And it also knocks down the crow's nest, which falls.
Here, I need to make a Constitution save to see if I can keep Fairy Fire up
Yep.
because I took damage. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Nice.
look at it go.
Didn't even
Yeah.
break a sweat.
Yeah, I feel like it swept out and Honeymoon like tottered a bit, but she's so good in heals.
So,
She's-
yeah.
it's fine,
So now it's over here with that sweep.
bastard.
Are we worried about timber on that crow's nest?
It is going. Yeah, no, you don't. It's gonna fall like this direction because of the
Okay.
angle. So it's like actually no. So the angle would. It would fall
did
like
it-
this way.
Oh.
So
Oh,
you're
that was the
fine.
sweep.
Yeah. So because the sweep like hit it that way and like kind of caught some of it at the bottom, pulling the bottom like forward. So the top kind of went over there, and it just misses Phazos and the halfling.
Gotcha.
Wow.
And you can see Rackmorn like seeing this, and you can see that he is on the verge of tears.
Oh.
This one is also going to make a sweeping attack, and Phazos, you're going to have to make a dexterity saving throw as well. You're making a lot of those now.
Yeah.
So it's going to sweep over here.
Oh no!
So you are going to take 16 damage,
Okay.
and you are going to be knocked into the water.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
Right over, just like, phew, pff, right there,
Great.
next to the Kraken.
Can you swim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
with
finally-
some effort.
The Kraken is going to make a few more bites, just 2 more. One at Tibeth. You're able to dodge out of the way.
Oh, thank God.
One at the orc. Unfortunately, that's not able to dodge out of the way. Picks him up and swallows him.
Oh god, son of a fuck.
Phazos. You're in the water.
Okay.
All the tentacles are off the boat. Though,
Mount him
mostly.
and punch the shit out of him.
Well, you say that. Okay, I'm going to use my as I kind of fall into the boat. Phase is gonna reach out his hand as this inky blackness kind of
Ooh.
sweeps out of it as a tentacle of his own appears. And he's going to try to grab onto the basically the face of this kraken and
Ooh.
pull himself up with his grasping tentacles.
Ooh, show me
Oh,
grasping
nice.
tentacle.
Sweet.
What does it do?
I tried to. Okay, there you go. Display.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's basically a grapple check, but I am doing it from down there and trying to grab up high so that I can climb my own tentacle.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's see. This thing is mighty strong, but it is
Yes, that's what I'm worried about.
Come on, wait, we're Dex.
so. It crit failed, and you climb right on top of the kraken, and like your tentacle like grips onto one of its like spikes along its back and crushes it as you pull up and like rip the thing right off of its scales.
Nice.
You are now on the kraken.
Great.
I
also
will
do.
say,
Yeah.
you need to make a dex save for Fairy Fire.
Dang it.
Oh yeah,
He's,
because I'm in his
16,
his
yeah.
thing. Oh gosh. Okay. Dex save.
Oopsie, you're also Fairy Fired.
Okay, he has advantage against me. Oh no.
Oh no! All right.
It's equality.
And with that, when you grab onto it, you can see that this thing is tired. It's looking rough.
Okay.
Lautilla.
Great.
All right. She does not need to jump overboard to try to get Phazos. That's fine. So she's gonna move into range and take some stabs.
Okay, show me the stabs with advantage.
Mental actions. Trident. 1, 2.
The 15 is not quite enough.
Good grief. Okay, that's the
Nope.
first miss.
Yep, so
and
that's the
then
first
second
attack.
one.
Come on. Hey,
Ah,
that
there it
one will
is.
hit. Okay, show me the damage.
All right. Damage +6.
+6.
And I actually think I am gonna action surge and attack again.
All right, action surge. You have 2 more attacks.
Yeah.
All right.
Both with advantage.
And Von Tagi.
What is with this?
Yeah,
I believe in you.
Why?
you can do it.
Ooh. Come on, you're almost there. You just need to roll a 10. There we
Go.
go.
That's
Let's
it.
see if you crit.
Nope, but 23
No, but a
pretty good.
23. All right. Show me the
23.
damage.
damage.
Okay.
And then a d6. What the hell?
Oh.
Okay,
God.
you take a couple of stabs, just like into it and poking it, and you can see this thing is like wailing wildly, just back and forth. Phazos, you can barely hold on to it as it's like making its head kind of wave back and forth in agony. Honeymoon.
You're up.
Honeymoon, before she does anything, she is going to shout across the boat in Abyssal, go home, and see if it does anything.
In Abyssal.
Bitch.
Yep.
You shout in Abyssal, and the Kraken shouts back in Abyssal.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You are not worthy.
In quieter Abyssal, you can speak.
In comment, Honeymoon mutters under her breath, oh, we'll fucking see about that. She's going to full action disengage, go over, just go fucking straight this way.
Uh-huh.
And then she'll go ahead and bonus action her starry missile fucking thing.
Show me the starry missile fucking thing.
Alright. So that advantage, so 1, 2,
Yep, the
Outta
17 will hit. Show me the damage.
alright. Where the fuck is it? There we go. Yeah!
How do you kill it?
Oh shit.
So, Honeymoon, so this thing said, you are not worthy. That makes Honeymoon, that annoys her. That makes her angry. And so she, sprints out of reach of its tentacle in her fucking 4-inch heels, clacking across the wooden deck. And she comes to a stop, takes a moment to just take a breath, center herself, kind of move, like, puts a hand through her hair to straighten it, and then she points her hand with the glowing starry arrow forming at it and says, I don't think you're one to judge. And she fires it off right down its gob.
It goes right in, and you can see that it, like, closes its mouth, and you can see it kind of puff up just ever so slightly as the light inside it kind of comes through its thick hide, glowing ever so slightly, and Phazos, you can see it underneath your feet as well, and it just like bursts out of its mouth a big smoke as it sinks into the ocean. Phazos,
I'm gonna jump off and
Yep,
try to get to the boat.
yeah, you almost get pulled down with it, but the tentacles kind of fall away, and you are able to get back on the ship as well.
I thought it was gonna blow up for a second. We were gonna get covered in guts.
That'd be pretty funny.
All right.
Well done, you
Phazos
defeated the
puts his own
Kraken.
tentacle away.
Yay! Good job, everybody.
Oh, okay. Well, that was an adventure.
Yeah, Honeymoon. So I imagine Captain Rackmorn is like pretty visibly lamenting his ship, right?
Yes,
Like,
very much
just the
so.
damage.
After the Kraken leaves, he just looks at his ship, and says nothing. He just scans his eyes over.
Honeymoon
he is
will...
gobsmacked.
Honeymoon
Latilla's
will...
gonna move for you.
Honeymoon says, "Oh, you're so polite, darling. Thank you." Honeymoon comes next to him, kind of near the fucking balustrade. Yes. And she kind of lays a hand on it. Kind of looks down at it, and she looks up at the captain, and she says, "Why don't you see about getting us into that portal, darling? I'll do what I can." And she starts casting mending just all across the ship. So it's gonna take her a while, but she's gonna just putz around and fix things where she can.
You see that he notices this, and he kind of like has a sudden like reverberal gasp, and you can see his eyes start to water a bit.
Oh dear. Oh no. There's no need for tears, darling. It's I don't even have to use a spell slot for it.
He just kind of like, he smiles a little bit and wipes his eye. "Oh no, the captain, don't cry. It's just salt. The salt of the sea is ever so potent."
A little bit of ocean spray, as it were, from the Kraken.
Oh yes. You get us taken care of at the portal. I'll see to your ship. Deal?
Aye.
Honeymoon gives him a very sweet smile.
Tibeth turns after this.
Honeymoon's just
discussion.
making her way around the ship.
Tibeth's going to turn to Phasos as he pulls himself aboard. So, that was some mighty fine grappling out there. Say, could you help me move this mast so that it's not precariously perched over the water?
Yes.
And we're going to slowly try to shove the mast so that we can get it back aboard for repairs later.
I do want to say, as Honeymoon moves past Phasos to do her mending, she does give him a very smug, 3 smile, and she says, "You're welcome for the fairy fire." and she just walks past.
He does not respond.
Of course.
If that is the case, I think Latilla was going to try and help Theodore, realize she couldn't do a whole lot in this form, and probably come help with the mast.
She's big.
You can see Sharn appreciates the help regardless. And
Pat.
So I will say you are able to mend like the odd splinter here and there, but in order to fully repair the ship, your guess maybe it requires like a full-on work from like a full actual repair team to get it properly sailing again.
This is a patch job.
Yeah, you are able to get some of the railing back and mend some of the broken holes, but this ship is nigh totaled.
Yeah, mending is a cantrip. There's only so much it's gonna do.
Yeah,
It's a delightful spell, but
and even if you did, you need someone to lift the mast back in its place, and you need new material because some of it fell in the water.
Yeah,
all those cannons.
When they get the mast kind of back on the ship, Phasos is going to go around and check his instruments and see how they're doing.
They all seem to be good.
Okay.
Except you don't have a pen anymore.
Shit.
You have your charts, you have your parchment, but you don't have anything to write with.
At this point, Latilla probably would revert back to normal size.
Okay, let me put you back on normal size.
Yeah. Honeymoon is unstarified.
Realizing that the ship is going to need a full repair, Rackmorn just kind of waves his hand over to you, just kind of hold his hand up at you. "That'll be all, Miss Langley. I think we can only do so much without a full repair team. But
as you say, Captain.
We did come here for a purpose." He looks over on the port side, looking at the portal. "And I don't mean to leave her behind." Kind of looking down at his ship. Sharn kind of speaks up. "Captain, are you sure it's going to be able to handle going through there?" And the captain speaks out. "I'm not. But I'm not about to let it sit here with that monster possibly still about. I'm not taking any chances. I'm not leaving her behind." And he just kind of like puts his hand on the wheel. She's all I got left.
Okay.
Honeymoon makes a mental note to talk about the fact that it is not actually something he has left.
Eric, how big is Tibeth?
Tibeth is 5'8". She's the smallest in our crew.
And that's still pretty tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. She is, however, going to be kind of grasped and moved away from the edge.
Oh, well, I mean, at this point, she would probably be closer to right here, after moving the mast.
Latila's just looking at the captain as he's apparently directing us into this hole in the ocean.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Best not to be close to the edge for that.
Last Phasos does some last checks on instruments and is prepared, even though he has no pen. He finds the closest thing to a pen.
Yeah, you find some stray chalk on board. Or
Honeymoon snickers
charcoal,
at him
rather.
Sorry.
No, go on.
Honeymoon snickers at him for having to use instruments.
If you can fit underneath, it might be a good idea to do so.
I need to be able to see this when this all happened.
I don't think you can fit, Phasos. That was
Yeah,
not
you're
directed at you.
Okay.
What?
Fair enough.
Yeah, probably best I shouldn't be out here. Ocean spray, all that, water, fire, not good. Anyways, thank you, goodbye.
Honeymoon is... Well, there's no crack and she can see to be worried about. So she's going to come get a good seat.
All right. Rackmorn just calls out to what few crew members are left to lower the sails, and whoever is able to help out lowers them as best they can with what few support sails that they have, and directs the ship into the portal. It starts to shake and shift, and Sharn speaks out, "Captain, the ship can't take it!" And the captain speaks out, "She can take it!" The ship starts to bob and weave and swirl into the portal as it feels as though the maelstrom gets larger and larger, swallowing it up, and you guys are blinded by a bright, shining light.
Yeah.
Latila's gonna coil around these two.
Honeymoon has her claws just digging into the wood on the balustrade.
And you're blinded by this light, and unconsciousness takes you until you feel the dry roughness of sand underneath your body. As you all come to, you awaken on a beach.
Ooh.
And I have not fixed the token, it seems.
That's okay.
Wait.
All good.
There we go. You arrive on the beach. You wake up, all of you, kind of in tandem. Feels as though you had a very, very daunting night last night, whatever it was. And you can see bits of debris and wood washed all up on shore, as well as rocks and kind of pieces of driftwood as well. You stare out into the ocean, and it's an endless horizon of blueness. The sky looks to be a sky, of course, with full of clouds and such, but it feels unfamiliar to you. And as you look behind you, inland, you can see a very peculiar sight. A volcano with smokestacks of a honey yellow.
Oh, fuck, yes.
Yo!
And I think that's a good place to end today's session.
Ladies and
Hell
gentlemen,
yeah.
we got him.
We got him.
Note
Well, I
to
guess I
self.
can't ask that guy about his ship. Rackmorn.
Yeah, I was gonna say Latila's going to start mildly panicking because we're the only ones here, and we were not the only ones left on that ship.
We'll unpack that next week.
Yeah.
Phasos
Exactly.
is mildly panicking because his instruments.
That's fair.
But yeah,
Alright.
you welcome. You guys have made it.
Good job, everybody.
Hot diggity.
Well done.
Thank you, Bentico. Save Theo.
Woo.
But yeah, thank you for playing with me, you guys.
Thank you
while
for
we,
running.
Yeah, this was dope.
While we ended off, once again, we're going to go through the list. Heather, well, you don't
Hello?
really have anything to plug, do you?
No.
Ian,
Hi.
Eric, Kate, you got any last things to plug before we sign off?
Go watch my good friend JoCat over on twitch.tv/JoCat. He's
That's
a
a
cool
good
dude.
point.
Thanks.
I already plugged my Twitter, so
Where is your Twitter again?
Tactician Kate.
Tepetipishin.
I'm gonna have to put all those like social medias. Apparently, the player command is still the old one for Necrohunt. I'll have to fix
and
that.
let's shout out the artist again because their
Yes!
purpose is so pog.
The
yeah.
artist is on Instagram, not Twitter. Haunted Elevator, all one word. Haunted Elevator. They're
Hell
known
yeah.
as-
Yes,
Thank
Sir
you
Onus,
so
this is
much.
hijack.
Yes, this is actual hijack.
This is Hijack.
Yeah. Oh god, I mentioned it before stream started, but it is. I love drawing for campaigns, but there's something so nice about having someone else draw your character for you when you're usually the designated artist.
Yeah.
It's so refreshing. It's such a treat.
But yeah,
It's a treat.
thank you all for joining us. Do we have a raid target? Let's raid somebody.
Fuck if I know.
Who's up?
Gosh, who's
Who's
awake?
on? A lot of people since it's Sunday.
Barry streaming, Sombrero streaming.
Barry's nice.
He is. I got to play with him. I'm playing in Dan Jones and Dragons with him.
Dan Jones.
That's fun.
Bro.
Which I'm actually playing tomorrow. Haha, plug. Watch Dan Jones and Dragons tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central Time or 7 p.m. I don't remember. You'll know it if you follow him, and then you'll know.
All right.
Twitch.tv/cause I'm Dan Jones.
Not diggity.
To hijack too. I don't know.
Okay, if you guys have no suggestions,
Yeah, I don't know Twitch people.
I will raid my good friend Distortion Devil, who is his name is Connor. He's a voice actor. He voiced Bloodstride in the trailer for Necrohunt.
Ooh.
He's a cool guy, and he has a voice like an angel.
Goddamn.
Do we have a raid
Laszlo.
message for him?
Have fun.
Check your
Everything
instruments.
everything is okay, but it's K, like the golden K.
Okay.
Get him, Phasos.
Snuzzles.
Good.
Get him, Phasos.
Snuzzles. Snuzzles. That's the message.
Snuzzles.
Snuzzles.
Snuzzles is good.
Snuzzles, like muscles, but with a S with a snake in the front. Snuzzles.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Snake
Snuzzles.
muscles. Snuzzles.
Snuzzles. Yeah. All right. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Good night.
Good night, friends. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, Chad.